Round one. Fight! Round two. Fight! EA Sports to the game. The Heisman Trophy. The name alone conjures up memories of heroes past.
The Heisman was an underdog. He made people believe it.
Of performances that stand the test of time. Playmaker, a game changer. Only the most outstanding of players will join the ranks of this elite fraternity. To be a Heisman Trophy winner, you're going to need more than luck. You must embody the characteristics displayed by those that came before you.
He played the game with class.
If you can heed their advice, defy the odds, and rise to the challenge, your name will forever be followed by the words Heisman Trophy winner. And the winner of the 2012 Heisman Trophy is...
He had to earn his place in the world. He actually desired to obey them. His companion, however, seemed to be having a problem adjusting. Perhaps there was some glove left in the cycle. Whatever the case, he would activate Foxtrot alone. Ashford defeated
The orange and blue filling the stadium in Champaign, Urbana, and the Fighting Illini is on the field, and they are ready to fight. A great opportunity for Illinois to score a signature victory in home. Time for ESPN's college football. Brad Nessler and Kirk Herbstreit will be on the ball. More than 60,000 fans have packed Memorial Stadium on the campus of the University of Illinois, and they're getting noisy for what should be a great game. Hi, everybody. I'm Brad Nessler. My partner is Kirk Herbstreit here in the booth. Aaron Andrews joins us on the sideline. We're ready for an exciting game. This presentation of college football is brought to you by Spark. We'll remind you that what you can measure, you can improve. And we've got a good one tonight between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Fighting Illini of Illinois.
There it is.
Here comes the Fighting Illini. In the midst of this wonderful college football season, this game certainly looks like it's a championship game.
That's what I just ordered. It's 3-0 series. Let's go.
Kickoff just ahead. But first, let's head to midfield for the coin toss. It's brought to you by Spark. To remind you that what you can measure, you can improve.
That is not a fumble. I think that. It's a Rutherford.
The Illinois Fighting Illini.
I guess they're not going to sneak anything by the return team. They're looking for an outside kick. He's to the 10. That's the 30. He's not going to at about the 31. Let's throw it out to Reese now for studio update. The Gamecocks were ranked 22nd. The win. Maybe they say that this one impresses the most. And for South Carolina, they remain perfect. And for White, he had a pair of touchdown strikes. In other games, look at what's happening in Fayetteville. This game was so tight. Every play seemed to be of the utmost importance. The Razorbacks get the W, 31-27. Thanks, Reese. No score on this one.
The fumble by Sully has given Oklahoma a 10-0 lead here at home.
So let's see what the offense can do as they come out onto the field.
When you stand back there and take hits like that, you definitely get a feel at the next step.
To their own 31-yard line. It's second down. Here's a run. Gains his way to the 40-yard line. So the offense will move a little bit closer with that down. It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Deep pass to the end zone.
He has to do to contribute to make his team successful. It's the quarterback. That's not where he wanted that ball to go, but the receiver made the catch and saved the quarterback for a touchdown.
You'll get the goal. So our score, 6-0. Alabama is lining up to kick this one off.
Hello, Benny. Ben's going to have his time to shine. Wait till the second half. We're going to put McGillis Gorilla in there now for a minute.
And it sails out of the end zone for a touchdown. The quarterback leads the team out on the field for the first drive. They'll bring it down for a loss on the play.
The blockers tried to sell in this direction, but the defenders stayed home and made the play. That's the kind of effort a coach likes to see from his defense.
From their own 21-yard line, second down.
Yes.
Intercepted. To the 20. Down.
Really nice cover skills shown here this time. That's exactly what you want to see from your young corners.
Look at no rematch from here. Illinois here, Alabama territory.
Well, this isn't conventional. The kicker's on the field. Kicks away. 3 points. Williams gets set to kick this one away. Nice kick, plenty of distance. And they can forget about returning this one. Their last drive ended with an interception. We're going to find out what the defense can do this time.
One genuine rule in any game is to hold on to the ball. If you're in the negative in the turnover department, your chances of winning decrease exponentially.
Concentration
That's right there. The coaches will be giving them an earful for it, too.
First down, 10 to go. Ball on their own 31. They'll run the option. Now he pitches it. And he's down bounds right around the 46-yard line. Roberts comes away with 5 yards on the carry. A change in the play. Looks like an option here. Tackle for a loss. And there's a penalty on the play. Let's see what's up. That penalty will move him back a bit.
Yeah, with so many young guys out there, it's bound to happen occasionally.
So it's second down and 15 after the penalty.
Yes. Take that.
The 20, the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
16-0.
Great play here by the defender. You know, it's trickier than it looks to scoop up a loose ball and then get your motor started. But he's able to do it and make that play look smooth for the touchdown.
We'll bring Syracuse in the SEC team. Syracuse in
He makes the PAT. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. He kicks it off, and he got all that one. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchdown.
the SEC team.
It was a rough road on their last drive as the fumble led to a touchdown.
I know as a quarterback, it's always hard to watch the defense score a touchdown. But it was always a reminder to take extra care. And they would keep the drive alive by recovering their own fumble.
Defense
looking for another sack in the second down and long situation. Great tackle on the 15-yard line.
The defense was just all over that play. It didn't fool anybody.
Third down to what they didn't want to get in. Ball on their own 15. He's out to the 30. Great concentration to pull it in. And now he's got room to run. Down the sideline. Taking time play to the wide receiver.
You said it, Brent, in a good time to call it. I tip my hat to the offensive coordinator.
He splits the uprights for the extra point. From the studio for this restatus update. The Huskies enter today's game ranked 9th in the country. The Owls deliver the perfect connection and a touchdown. And for Johnson, he's crossed the goal line twice on the ground. We've seen some big upsets, and that one would measure right up with the best of them. They get ready to kick this one off, and the return team's looking for the outside. He's to the 20. And he's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Colorado, SEC.
They'll go to work at the 33.
Buffalo Bills, USA.
Going deep. Finds the freshman.
Yes.
He's tackled around the 1 yard line.
First foul, face mask, defense.
And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many.
Out the road. Yeah, we can run this. We can run this.
First down. So inside the 5 with a first and goal. And that gets a call and he got the touchdown.
That was a very good all-around effort. The running, the blocking, the entire package. A well-deserved score.
Maybe it's a PAT. Alabama to Candy. And he got all of this with a great kick. And they can forget about returning this one. They'll start this drive at the 25. He gets rid of this one. From their own 25-yard line. Second down.
We'll put East Kelly in there now.
Tackle made at the 23-yard line.
I think a corner loves to have a chance to come up and make a play in the run game. So often they get labeled as just great athletes, and they just want to be involved in the passing game and being able to defend them against receivers. Here, you see an attitude from this corner as he comes up, reads the play, and makes the play in the backfield.
Miles to punt.
Not too dead, not too dead.
He's on the move around the 30-yard line.
You take what you can get.
Touchdown.
They'll take over at the 30. He's to the 40. And down he goes at the 45.
First foul, face mask. They're giving away free yards and only making life easier for the guys on the other side of the ball.
From the 40-yard line. First down. And he's tackled around the 37-yard line. From the 37-yard line, it's second down. He's going to go for the home run. To his receiver, touchdown.
He's a nightmare to try and cover, and he showed you why right there. His speed just melts coverage speed.
Do 2 quarters.
Well, they're going to try for the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. 31. Let's see. Ooh, that's a good play. Yeah, that's a play. Yeah.
So the offense will stay on the field and attempt the 2-point conversion.
It's 31 6.
Quick 2-play, 21-yard drive.
Hey,
And the
that's
2-point conversion.
And the first one.
And it looks like they're ready for the kickoff. He really got a hold of that kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchdown. It's not quite a blowout, but unless they do something here, it might turn into one. Throw the tight end. And he hits him hard at the 36.
It's a great job here by the quarterback of recognizing the outside linebacker blitz and delivering the football for a first down.
As we change into the field, I don't think we're going to be seeing much of a change in the outcome. 31-7, Crimson Tide.
Oh, God. Put Kansas. Oh, God. Yeah, put Kansas in the SEC too. Yeah, just put Kansas in the SEC too. Yeah.
We've got a 1st and 10. Ball on the 36. Around the 33-yard line. From their own 33-yard line. It's 2nd down. Now he tries to buy some time. They'll bring it down at the 45. They'll get the 1st down.
He made the correct decision to tuck it and go.
That could be a check with me right there. He's scrambling.
He's sacking. Oh, shit.
And they make the stop at the 36-yard line.
Damn. Good second of the club.
Here's that he's changing things up here before the snap. He's on the run.
Come on.
Quarterback's
Damn.
running, and he's got room to run. He's taken down at the 16-yard line.
I'm telling you, quarterbacks who can run the ball are so hard to stop.
Hey, we got her. Man, we got her. Oh, we got her day there for a bit. Hell yeah. We got her here.
From the 16-yard line, it's 1st down. Now we'll see how the backup can do after that injury. He gets out to about the 15-yard line. So the offense will move a little bit closer with that pass. It's 1st down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here.
air. Oh, it's not angry.
He's going to try to
Right.
They bring him down.
Absolutely perfect call by the defensive coordinator. He brought just the right amount of pressure from the right direction, and it seemed to confuse the offense.
And this is the 8th play of the drive. Scrambling around. And he's level to 13-yard line. That makes it 30 good. He may have changed things up here. Harris. And the quarterback gets sacked again. The blitz was the call, but the D lineman was the one who made his way to the quarterback.
And he showed great quickness getting off the line into
They
the backfield.
feel
This guy
low.
can move for a big fella.
It's 4th down. So the kicking team is on the field. They'll try for 3.
Oh, here you go.
The kick is up. And he's got it.
31 to
It's not
2.
any different than if you split the uprights. Points are points.
Here you go.
Well, apparently this return team just doesn't trust the kicker. They're an outside kick formation. He's to the 10. They'll bring it down at the 23.
Here you go.
They'll start at the 23-yard line.
Let's get into it, man. There you go.
He's taken down at about the 25-yard line. That makes it 7 and 8. It's 2nd and 8. Ball on their own 25. Here's the halfback. What's that size for the next game? They need about 3 yards to get the first down. Here on 3rd down. It's an out to his receiver in a hurry. Brought down around the 42-yard line. Reese Davis is standing by with this update. Reese.
Entering today's game ranks 9th in the country. This one's been entertaining us all day long. And for Temple, they could drop down
Let's see what's
down the
going
road.
on.
The Huskies lead it
Right
right
there,
7.
3-touchdown ball game here. Reese 31-10.
You know, we may bring him in. We may bring him in.
From their own 42-yard line. First down.
You gotta get rid of the damn Tigers.
Sends it to the tight end. And they push him out at the 34. A good play fake that time.
Here, the play action was key. It held the linebackers there by the fake by the running back, and the running back did a very nice job of carrying out his fake.
From the 34-yard line. First down. And he makes it out to about the 34-yard line.
Concentration lapse right there. The coaches will be giving them an earful for it, too.
First and 10. Ball on the 19. He passes it. Incomplete. Almost picked off. Alabama's going to take their first time out of that. That makes it 7 and 10. Second down and 10 to go. Ball on the 19-yard line.
They're doing this.
Can't find
Slow it down,
anybody.
baby.
The 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Damn, bro. In y'all territory. Oh my God.
The defense let the quarterback scramble in for the score.
The defense had the offense beat there initially. It took a great run to get that in.
Alabama with a big advantage. He splits the uprights with the extra point. A 6-play, 77-yard drive, and they had 7 points for the scoreboard.
The defensive coordinator and four linebackers are trying to get everybody lined up. They just don't know what's coming next. They're trying to read tendencies. They're trying to get an idea based on the personnel that's in the game. Hey, here comes a run, and then here's an action pass behind them. Every time they think it's a pass, the offense seems to be running. Right now, this balance attack is really causing a lot of confusion for this defense.
The score now, 38-10. The defense wants to dig in here to avoid any mistakes. Set up shot at the 25-yard line.
We're going to give that Kentucky to the Kentucky.
He scrambled. Dives, and he's down.
Hey, sometimes the defense does everything right, and they still lose. That time they had tight coverage, which left no options other than for the quarterback to take off.
Throws to the back window off his hands, incomplete. The intended receiver.
And my wife field goal that
Makes it 2nd and 10. From their own 37-yard line. 2nd down. Defense stacked in tight here. He's down to the 49-yard line.
Not a real fancy play here, just a smartly run route, good protection, and a well-placed ball. Most times, you don't need much more than that.
Trying to change the play. Changing back to make a nice catch. From the 33-yard line, it's 1st down. Just took their first time out. 1st down, 10 to go. Ball on the 20. Clark on the give. Tackle made at the 12-yard line. Nice job on the offensive line, and they pick up a gain of 8. They need about 3 yards to get the first here on 2nd down. Myers quick, he hit another one.
This team has so many total weapons. It's tough to try to single out just one of them to stop.
Do you need groceries? Yes. Does your family need groceries? No.
So a 7-play, 75-yard drive. That's good for a touchdown. So our score, 38-17. They get ready to kick this one off, and the return team will go to the outside. He kicks it off, and he got all that work. Alabama's a little confused. They used their 2nd timeout.
Yeah, we confused. So
the last time we saw this offense on the field, they drove the length of the field. And you think back to what that defensive coordinator tried to do. He tried to change some things up, but nothing seemed to work. It's going to be interesting to see how he can have an impact on this drive.
That makes it 2nd and 2. It's second down, and they're about 2 yards away from the sticks.
It's tackled.
He goes downtown.
Oh,
Almost intercepted.
I know. We felt it.
So it's third down, and they've got about 2 yards to go. And down he goes, around the 41-yard line. And the defense gives up some free yards to the offense.
Penalties can ruin a team's chances to win.
From the 44-yard line, first down. He might have a chance. Gains his way to the 30-yard line.
The offensive coordinator has to be elated with the way this offense right now is executing. They're not in a hurry, but they're very, very methodical and very consistent with their approach. That's the third first down that they've picked up on this drive.
Now he's going to run and watch out. And he's tackled around the 18-yard line.
They're giving away free yards and only making life easier for the guys on the other side of the ball.
The field goal unit's out on the field. They're going to try to get these guys 3 points before halftime. And they take it 3 points. Williams gets set to kick this one away. He really got a hold of that kick. And it sails out of the end zone for a touchback. They'll go to work at the 25.
The kids.
Inside handoff. Nice run, and he's brought down. That's going to do it for the first half. They're just trying to keep this thing close. Alabama's got a 24-point lead. Alabama is set to kick this ball off to start the second half. He got all of that one. And they can forget about returning this one. We'll take a moment now to hear from our sideline reporter here now.
They played Bob Smith a few times, and the coach pointed out he's just careless with teams. Back up to you.
One thing that generates some buzz in this stadium is a score. Let's see if they can get it done here. There's got to be some sense of urgency to this offense right now. They don't have the luxury of wasting drives if they want to get back in the game. Defense in their short yardage package. And he hits him hard at the 20.
Brett, that time the defense brought the blitz, and I think it confused the offensive line. It's one thing to pick up the blitz. You also have to be accountable for the defensive lineman. That time the lineman got to the quarterback and came up with the sack.
From their own 20-yard line, second down. He's taken down at the 14-yard line. And that play was snuffed out from the get-go.
You're right. It's a delayed handoff to the tailback, and the defense wasn't fooled at all there.
From their own 14-yard line, it's third down. This is it by the safety.
All the damn pennies are doing shit.
It's a step too late, and he knows that. Learn not to make those kinds of mistakes.
First and 10. Ball on their own 29. They'll throw on first down. It's moving first down, and he's out of bounds. Trying to confuse the defense here with the audible. It's quickly to the back. It's second and 10. Ball on the 45-yard line. Around the 48-yard line.
Yeah, somebody heard it. Will tell you this shit.
There's a player hurt. It doesn't look to be that bad.
You're gonna hurt that.
Third down, and they're going to need about 3 yards to pick up the first down. They're crowding the line. He has some room. Keeps his eye on it, makes a catch.
Second.
He's a touchdown. That's his third toss for a score.
Let's simulate that bit. Yeah. Yeah.
Fly,
47-25.
And this one's all but wrapped up with the final score: Alabama 27, Illinois 25. As we take a look at the highlights, Kurt, how would you summarize the action of this one?
As a big favorite, you know teams will be gunning for you, but they were ready for the competition today. Alabama seemed primed for a blowout, and while this win is nothing to scoff at, it might be a little bit of a reminder that they've got to take every team very seriously that they face.
And for McCullough, he'll walk out of here with a Player of the Game award. For the Crimson Tide, they keep their perfect season hopes alive by netting their 6th win. And for the Fighting Illini, they fall to 3-2 on the season. That's it for this presentation of NCAA Football 13. For Kirk Herbstreit and Aaron Andrews and Reese Davis in the studio, I'm Brad Nessler saying thanks, and we'll see you soon.
I appreciate you guys stopping there.
Let's see how our boy do in there. Let's see.
You might have heard of those when they upgrade attacks to a Verizon pass. That was just a free phone, any plan, paid free. Drop me in.
Right here. I'll give you a second. Hello, what's up? What's happening, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we got the Maryland Terrors. This team is in the Big Ten. Been in the Big Ten for about a decade now. They used to be in the ACC, and they used to be a power. I think they won one national championship back in 1953. The rest of the Big Ten looks like this. Illinois comes in at 82 overall. I was thinking about doing the Illinois dynasty. Indiana, also 82 overall and 80 overall offense, 70 overall defense. Iowa, beast on defense. Offense could use some work with that 87 overall. Then you got Michigan, 88 overall, defending national champions. No need to touch them. Michigan State, very interesting program here, 80 overall. Minnesota at 82 overall, 78 overall offense, 78 overall defense. Nebraska, 84 overall, starting to get back to maybe being a contender, possibly maybe a couple of years, like maybe a two contenders. Northwestern, 80 overall. Then you got the Buckeyes, the Ohio State University, 90 overall, right number 2 in the nation. Oregon, a new Big Ten member at 93 overall. Penn State, 88 overall. So the Big Ten is nothing to sleep on. Purdue is 82 overall. I'm going to get the Maryland in a second. Rutgers also 82 overall, 76 offense, 82 defense. UCLA 82 overall, 83 offense, 76 defense. Not done. USC, top 25 team, 87 overall, 83 offense, 86 defense. Washington went to the Natty last year, lost a bunch of guys because the coach is now at Alabama, but it's still 82 overall. Wisconsin, 87 overall. Then you got the Maryland Terrors, 79 overall and 70 overall offense and an 80 overall defense. So we got some work to do. Our work is cut out for us. This team has not even sniffed a Big Ten title. I think the last time they won a conference championship was way back in the day when they were still in the ACC. And I believe they faced Florida like the Fiesta Bowl or Orange Bowl, something like that. So there's a less miles. You might as well get a less Dolphins out there. Now, this team has not won 10 games in over 2 decades. So 10 wins is definitely the benchmark for us, but I'm not saying this year. I'm not saying next year. But obviously 10 wins and being in the Big Ten might propel us to the college football playoffs. Hopefully that is going to be a rough year for us. 2005 will be a better year for us. Ruben Hippolyte, inside linebacker. Hopefully I'm saying his name right. If I am not, please forgive me and please let me know how to say it in the comment section below. He's a senior, 6 foot, 232 pounds. He looks to be a beast. I'm looking forward to not using him, only user my defensive backs. You can see physical traits, hammer, wrap up, and aftershot. He's a beast, one of the best from the linebackers in the Big Ten. Our running back, Roman Hempney, sophomore, 6 foot, 208 pounds. He's a shifty back, not the most powerful back at 208. But he is a very, very shifty back. Want to get him out in space. As far as my scheme goes, I want to be a run-first team. Obviously, in college football, everybody uses the spread. I was thinking about bringing a triple option to Maryland, but I was like, that's just too crazy. So we will be a run-first, but a spread them out, 2 tight end, 2 backs type of a scheme for more times than not. Sidestep is just physical ability, no mental abilities for our first 2 guys. This is our cornerback, Jalen Husky Jr. 6'1", not Husky Jr., but he is a junior. 6 foot, 188 pounds. He is not afraid to come up and tackle you. And that's something that you're going to need one of the Big Ten running backs. So jammer, went for coverage, but again, he's not afraid to come up and wrap you up and put you down. Billy Edwards Jr. is our quarterback. He is a junior. He's from Springfield, VA, 6 foot, 219 pounds, field general. He also has 83 speed. All of our quarterbacks can run, especially Jaden Small 87 overall,
71 overall, 87 overall speed. I would love to have a package for him moving forward, and that's something that we can do. But we do not want to forgo the passing it. We're not going to run the ball like 1,000 times. We're still going to open things up. We have two deep threat style receivers. All right, we got Fraser right there, and the Celtics 83 overall, both of them 89 speed, 91 speed respectively. They both got deep threats. Tight ends are decent. Played in the game, play now. He is the second string guy, but Husband, he looks pretty good. He has 90 overall catches, so I'm probably going to look for leg shirt played for this season. He has some good size at 6'2", 226 pounds. I'm going to go with Husband. They're all sophomores. The other two are redshirt sophomores. Our center, one of our best offensive linemen. Going along with our right tackle, he has option shield, he has quick drop, which is good, and then we have that double strip shield, excuse me. Defense could use some work. Obviously, we also have it out there, but we do need some work. Free safeties and strong safeties are the guys I'm going to be using. I want my mistakes to be magnified. On offense, you throw a pick, you got bad reads, that's magnified. On defense, you miss a tackle, take a bad angle, blow a coverage, that's going to be magnified. So I like playing with the safeties so that my mistakes are even bigger than what they might be if I'm just playing that defensive end or middle linebacker, which I don't like to use versus computer. I think middle linebacker versus computer is a little cheesy if you ask me. So we started with Twitter. This guy, he is a bust. However, if you are a 3-star bust, that means you're probably more of a 2-star talent, which at Maryland is not great, but you know, we're kind of the bottom feeders of the Big Ten. So we will get some decent talent, but it might not work out for us. Now, Les Dawkins, his pipeline is South Carolina. We could have did Florida, Central Florida. We could have had some beats like in Texas, but now we're going to try to keep it somewhat realistic, having a smaller pool of guys in the Maryland area, the Virginia area. PA is a recruiting hotspot for Maryland as well, but for the most part, it's really the DC area. So we do get our first verbal commit. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that. So we are a technician. That's our coaching style. But then our offensive coordinator, he is the recruiting master. He is a great recruiter, elite recruiter. And then our defensive coordinator is a great, I believe he is a motivator. I want to say that that's his trait. So yes, master, motivator, master, elite recruiter, and then your boy left over to the technician out there. We will get our schemes right. First things first, we will be using the spread option playbook, which is a generic playbook. I'm thinking that Penn State's playbook I might mess with. I'm thinking about some other schools like Penn State, Alabama. I think they kind of run schemes that I would probably like to get into. But yeah, we're going to see what happens moving forward for the first playbook of the game or of the season. Our first opponent, which is UConn, we will be using spread option look, and we will be using 3-3-5 look, which will give us a bunch of nickels. Also have some extra safeties on the field from time to time. In the 0 week, we got Florida State take on Georgia Tech. Florida State getting the W. Patrick Payton, 3 sacks, 2 tackles, 2 TFLs. And Georgia Tech, only 9-yard rush. Their triple option days are done so. But now, it's time for our game. In the rain, week number 1, it's Maryland, it's UConn. Back in the day, this would have been a fantastic college basketball match. But now it's a Saturday showcase. We got big parents. UConn in, I think they're independent now, right? I think UConn's independent. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyway, let's jump right into the action.
If you want to send a buying power, get the secured self-Visa credit card. Build credit as you use it and make on-time payments. Unlock 7 hours. No harmful or stored data. Access the card with credit holders. You work hard, day after day, week after week, and you make things work. You deserve a mobile app that will pull your life with up to $200 in overdraft, early paydays, and building your credit the good way. Make your dreams real. Go to Bank, the mobile bank that works for you. Open an account at gotobank.com.
So UConn will get the football first, and I'm excited for this game. Hopefully everything goes according to plan. We say this one deep, they're going to turn this one up to about the 55-yard line. They're going to take those last Dolphins. Smith Evers, 6'3", 200-pound sophomore, 75 overall, 77 speed, 92 throw. They're going to run the ball with Cam Edwards, and there goes Husky coming up from his cornerback spot to lay the lumber. Now that pass underneath is going to be hauled in. That pass will be caught, but shy the first down by T.J. Sheffield. Surround. Here comes Billy Edwards, Jr. lead the offense. Going to run that read out. He's going to keep it, and he's going to make the man miss. I did not know he had a good move like that is awesome, but I was pretty good. I'm going to set the screen pass. Empty. He gets loose. He's going to make these miss. That side step ability, and that's going to be a first down for the Terrapins. First down and 10. Up the gut. Little trap play out of the gun. Ran perfectly. The blocking was good. And that's the first down for number 24. He will be the lead back. We also have McDonald to back him up. He's a senior. The back of this sophomore who could be a phenom in the Big Ten. Bell's a little bit shaky. I hope he's not too serious. Third down and 2 going down. That pass caught in traffic. You cannot defend Caden Faithful. 11 personnel out there out of the gun. Edwards Jr. looking to throw. Going to drop this one underneath. Caught by Knox. And that's going to be a character the first down. I'm going to speed option to the left side. We pitch it to Hemby. Touchdown, Maryland. That will be a Jeopardy question. Who scored the first touchdown in the dynasty of the Maryland Terrapins on Coach Douglas? Just let me know. Or just remember it. I'm telling you, it will be. This kick return going to get all the way up to about the 25-yard line. They're going to run the ball. That's going to be a game of 2. They send a man in motion. They take the jet sweep. They get the ball to Cam Edwards. Able to reach through traffic. Pick up the first down. The Nationals empty. Going to top that thing off, and that pass will be caught. That's the first down. Get the ball to Edwards again. Breaks the tackle. Breaks another that takes a big hit. Husky laying the lumber. Again, he's only 188 pounds at cornerback, but he's not afraid to stick his nose up in there. Edwards up the gut for a first down. And that's going to bring the first quarter to an end. Maryland is up by 7. UConn has the football, and they are marching. They have time of possession on their side. The score is all about Maryland so far. Edwards looking downfield. Throws it. That pass caught. And that's going to be a chain mover. Second down and 5. Now we get a pass rush going. Big time sack right there. And that is what we want to see. Get after the quarterback, Fuller, the senior defensive end, with power right through 2 offensive linemen for the sack. Third down and 12. To the end zone, and that's going to be off the back of the end zone. Fourth down and 12. Stop the kick. Kick is up, and the kick is good. So Maryland's going to take the field up by 4. 7-3 is the score out of the gun. 2 tight ends to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Going to throw it, and it hits the offensive line in the back of the head. Now he fakes the run here, looking down. We're going to get sacked again. So we do want to make sure your receivers are involved, but we want to run the ball. After who's the star, you're going to give it to him on the screen pass, and he's able to pick up 22 in the first down. Give this man a chance to make something happen, he does. You kind of know what to do on that play. Roman Hempy on a little screen pass. He did 19, and he got about 23. Got a great block right there. Turns the corner, and then he's just looking to break ankles. Making everybody look silly out there in the secondary. That's the first down for the Terrapins. First down and 10. Run the ball ahead. He breaks the tackle. Gets away from another. Gets away again. Look at the broken ankles on the field. 30 down to the UConn 27-yard line. A man has magic in his ankles. Whatever he can do, whatever he thinks he can do, he can kind of do a little bit better than that. 37 yards and made it look effortless down to UConn 27. Second down and 10 up in the 16 out of the gun. Edwards to the end zone. Intercepted by Cross. Not a very good decision to put the ball there. Not a very good pass either. And Cross walks away
with the INT. So UConn takes back over 2nd down and 9 and get the ball to Cam Edwards. Gets all the way up to the 18-yard line, move those trains. 2nd down and 9. Looking downfield is Edwards. Edwards going to throw this one in the double coverage. And they make a play on those footballs and take it to Buckman. They'll play by a second. Drop it off underneath. Huge hit there upon the receiver coming across the middle. And that's going to result in incomplete. So we take over. We fake the run. Looking downfield. We're going to throw this one. And it's going to be caught. Move those chains. I wasn't quite sure the fool was going to get them, but it did, and not makes the catch. Looking downfield here, taking the shot deep, and that pass is off for the hands of the receiver. That would have been a huge reception there. I was going to run the ball 2nd down and 10. Got the up down touch. First down at the UConn 29-yard line. Quick little screen pass to him. And again he gets loose. And again he's breaking ankles. Breaks another tackle and finally forced out of bounds. Touchdown saving stop there. That was 3rd down and goal. Edwards, running inside the 5 times and go flat. And I believe Cross is going to get penalized for roughing or unnecessary roughness. I mean, he was diving out of bounds. It wasn't quite out of bounds, and maybe that was a questionable call, but we're going to capitalize on it anyway. Right up the gut with Edwards. Touchdown, Maryland. We're going to take a 14-3 lead. And sometimes the calls will go your way right there. They definitely did. On the kick return, good blocking, good return. This one gets all the way up to the 44-yard line. First down and 10. Nick Edwards throws that pass, caught a bullet, snagged by Sheffield, and UConn's going to burn a timeout. They have 2 left. This pass to the sideline, caught Sheffield again, and that's going to be a chain move. Looking downfield, and we're going to get the sack, big time pass rush, and now UConn's backed up, 3rd down and 18 to the 26. They drop it off underneath the coverage. It's going to be caught. And it's going to be a first down. Move those chains on 3rd and long. 3rd and goal with a good pass rush, and we force that incompletion. Now they got to set up for a field goal. The kick is on its way, and the kick is no good. That was a gimme. But there's no kicks in college football 25. So that's going to do it for the first half of play. Hippie had himself the first half to win 8 carries, 78 yards, under 9.8 yards per carry, and he has a touchdown. Not only that, he also had a couple of receptions in the spring game. So he's probably up over 100 yards total offense so far as we start the second half of play.
Oh, yeah.
So here we go from inside of 1, 10 to 15. Decent blocking, but he won't get past the 20-yard line. Maryland comes down the pistol. We take the run, and then the pass protection breaks down. We hold on to the ball too long. They get a strip sack, and they recover the fumble at the 4. First and goal. Edwards up the gut. And Cam Edwards gets thrown across the goal line. Touchdown, UConn. And now the game plan says go for 2. I'm making a 3-point game, and that's exactly what's going to happen. They connect on the 2-point conversion, 14-11, and now the score first down and 10. Gonna go to the air again, we're gonna go down. Another sack. Now it's 3rd down and 19. Corner out. Looking downfield. That pass cut. Hayden Prather. Bye-bye. Broke a couple of tackles and he got busy. Big play ability to say the least. We got to get the receivers involved. Maybe the play that we picked wasn't the best, but I want to come up with a dynamic scheme for this offense. That's kind of my own. And again, we're going to open things up with a different play points because the spread option down low is the right one for us. But that play right there is very, very good. And of course, Henry is a dog in the back. With 1 13 slow. That pass going to be caught. And that pass will take them up to about the 27-yard line. Game of 6. Now you're going to throw underneath. Hippolyte is out there just laying the run. You want to win the ball here. Up that back. That's going to be a first down. They pick up a first down by the hands of the team. Chip. 2nd down and 8. Quick pass. Caught by Buckner. He's going to work his way upfield. 3rd down and 18. They give it to Cam Edwards, and our defense can't get off the field on 3rd down. First down and 10. Quick pass. Caught. The slant.
route was his first down. No, that was not for TJ. Now they're going to run the ball. And look out those stuff. He before traffic for a first down. Second down, 7 for the 27. They're going to give it to Edwards. They said that's running all between the tackles for a first down. UConn inside the red zone. That pass caught by Rosa, and that's going to be a train move. So back to the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. Lewis Hanson. And now we're going to go to the regular PAT and we hit him. And I heard that running in the left of the kitchen. The rebels are excessive in this game. But right there, there's a person on there who keeps the ball off on 50 yards. Only 50 yards, and I should say, we share it. It's not theirs, it's not ours. We run the ball, he go back. We'll run the ball again. Wait, thanks for the protection breaks down. Yet again, another sack for UConn. And now they're backed up to start the fourth quarter. The third quarter comes to an end with Maryland on top. The UConn has all the momentum. It's been a battle of the running backs, and Hempy has only had 3 carries, excuse me, in this second half. So I get him more involved to say the least. And then the protection breaks down the third time. Off of the edge is Simon, and that's going to result in a sack that ends the drive. It'll go out of bounds at the end of Brown 6 yard down the field. Pass caught by the low side. He is more of their, I guess, receiving back. It's a little play there. They throw it underneath. That pass caught. Big hit by Husky the other day. Third one and 3. Going to the end zone, and that was too easy. Touchdown, TJ Sheffield. And now we're losing for the first time today. We're going to go up the gut with him. How to please this man, feed him some more. Looking downstairs, we want to throw it to our tight end, Howard. And Howard makes the catch of that right there. It's going to be a first down. The Howard makes his first reception of the ball. Looking downstairs, we'll throw this one up top. And it's going to be dropped by Howard. It was put on the money. And we couldn't secure the bag. Now we're going to run the ball. And then goes Hempy breaking ankles yet again. Dragged down at midfield. Gain of 7. Gonna go to the air here. That pass caught by Howard, but stopped just shy. So fortunately, we're going to go for it. We got McDonald, not Hempy, but McDonald gets the carry. He's going to pick it up by the hands of the chin. I'm not quite sure he did, but they're not going to challenge it. So first down and 10. Gonna throw it underneath. That pass caught. Hempy is loose. Has us inside the 25 down to the UConn 23. Wide receiver screen. That pass hauled in. And the blocking was good. The speed, the run after the catch was excellent. And that's going to be a first down. So first and go from the line. Looking downfield, is going to be intercepted by Cross again. His second interception inside our red zone. And that could be all she wrote. We have all 3 timeouts. Third down, they're going to throw it, and that pass is broken up. So we should get the football back with around a minute to go. We still have all 3 timeouts. First down and 10 at our own 44-yard line. And now we're going to throw it over the middle. That pass caught. And that's a first down. Creighton is an absolute monster out there. Looking out. Building that pass. Pushed up by the corner. Not a very good ball. And it's going to be intercepted for third down today. That's Devon Brenson. With the pick. They run the ball with Davis. He shut him down. Got a run. One time out left. Ship the ball that round. 30 seconds. Buckers on the way to the flag there. It should be roughing. And that should be all the UConn Huskies come to Maryland and get a win over a big team in the Maryland territory. So we definitely got to put out our steam, get back on feet. I'm going to hit practice mode again for our let's play get someone we need. Because obviously, I don't want to go traditional square like the Oregon. I'm no back later. So tell us more good. I've done it first. Maybe Ohio State might be a good play with you. I'm thinking Alabama might have some good plays. I play with these teams and play now and stuff like that to get my feet wet.
before I started the dynasty, but I still want to kind of hammer down what playbook I'm going to use. Kempy is a beast. We got away from him. Like I'm saying, him get away from the running game in the third quarter. And I'm sorry, it happened. Even to the best of us. But yeah, we got to figure something out there. Got our receivers involved too. I put the ball up more times than we did. Obviously, in the right times. At the right time, we got to get these guys involved. Although I do want option style quarterbacks. We're good quarterbacks. I don't think a heavy option look is what we're looking for here. We do want to spread things out. I'm thinking maybe the power spread as a generic playbook for next week might work until I kind of get something down concrete with a regular playbook. Because you do get more ways to use school's playbook with a generic playbook, like spread, like power spread, or spread option, or run and shoot, or any other offense that's out there. So yeah, gotta figure things out. But game one is in the books. We definitely had a chance to win those games. I probably, if I do tweak anything, it may be protection for us, but I don't want to tweak anything just yet. I will remove running the kicker as a club, or running into the kickoff. If it happens, it happens. If it's probably a first step, so be it. But I do think personal faculties are so debilitating that I'm going to just tweak that and let me turn that off. Other guys can turn that off as well. But so far, I love this game, and we find too many things wrong with it. So I'm excited for game 2 against the Beavers versus Michigan State. So I only get started moving forward. And that's what I do. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that this is the best way. Peace, love.
He is Drew.
Hello, what's up, today, we got some college football 25 military dynasty on the road, taking on Virginia in a rivalry that has been played for many, many years. It was supposed to be playing Michigan State against that. Well, that's one way to get balls in the game. Stop it back to the media ball. Ohio State number 1, Kansas number 2. Then we got Oregon, Ole Miss, Alabama, Penn State, Clemson. They beat number 1 Georgia. They won 17-7. Then we got Notre Dame, Michigan after them. Georgia goes from number 1 to number 10. Missouri is after them, followed by Utah, the Big 12. Oklahoma, the SEC. Tennessee, after Arizona, the top 13 team. Oklahoma State, Kansas State, Louisville, Kansas, NC State. LSU lost to USC. They dropped down the polls, but are still ahead of USC. USC is over 3 teams. Washington, Florida State, and then Auburn. Those are the top 25 teams. As of right now, Maryland has a top 3 recruiting class, but it's only like the first week of the season. So I mean, absolutely nothing. But we do have 2 regular commits from a 1-star and a 2-star. I mean, excuse me, a 3-star and a 2-star. The 3-star is a safety athlete in the heart. He is a receiver at 5'9". So our game versus Michigan State this morning was a phenomenal game, but the caption card glitched on me, and hey, we do not have the footage there. It was 20-17 victory for the Spartans. So we lose for the second time this season, and it was at home. So in this episode, we have Virginia, then we have FCS East. So first things first, it's the Virginia ball game. We beat them last year 42-14. We won 3 games in a row. First thing, have the 4-yard line. Up the gut. It's second down. Going to pick up a game of around 3 in the first down. Now we're going to score in McDonald. And that's going to work out for his first thing. Second down, and all the big fellas, follow the big fellas to the Lord.
Hey, sometimes the defense does everything right, and they still lose. That time they had time coverage, it's left no option other than for the quarterback to take off.
Prather with the catch. We have this one inside.
Well, I've seen some strange things in my day, but never anything like this. The kicker's on the field.
Just like that, last 7 this season. So their offense gets out of the field, just picking the ball right back here to fumble. Their quarterback, Anthony Kawandri. Short game there, game of 5. In-coverage territory. Keep it on the ground as we go for it. And Helmy's going to toss it up. Had the first down in his back the football. And Antonio Larry delivers the ball
That ball comes about it. A little ball with trouble. Open pace. This is one to a 35-yard unmoved train for Virginia. Now they're going to run the ball with it again. That's going to result in a first down right up the gut. Second down and 1. They're going to run the ball here. Open pace. Has all the pace, all the speed as it gets down to the 1 yard line. Give it to him here. Touchdown, Virginia. They're going to ride this young man to the wheels fall off. 7 carries for him, 7 carries for Hempy.
The defense gives up some 3 yards to the offense.
You know, penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many. In that pass, will fall incomplete on the third.
First and 10.
Go right back to Virginia. That pass is holding. Off to the races. Andre Green Jr. with a first down in Maryland territory, and there goes Arthur Field traffic. Touchdown, Virginia. So both of their backs have had touchdowns today. As we find ourselves down by 7. On third down, we're going into a tight window. That pass will be hauled in for a first down. Edwards steps up. Edwards will jump it on the second down and 13. No time to smile as he tucks his head down and puts up a first down. This time he goes back. Virginia takes back over. Third down and 7. Break to the snap. As Xavier Brown, but he stopped shy of the first down, so we take that off. And the fellas went to the outside, and that pass
The defensive end came through and put him away.
Nice job utilizing his athletic ability to get in there and make a sure tackle. And takes it for a 22-yard gain as we get to the Virginia 49.
Second down, about 12 yards to go. Ball
That's going to be a first down. Good to your star running back, good things happen. We'll come back route, and that pass is dropped. So 4th and 2 going to go for it here. They engage, they don't defense. That leaves a man wide open. That's great third, and that's going to be a first down. 19 seconds on the clock. Yeah,
He made a good decision
to take off there. Timeout with 3 seconds left, and we missed the field goal. Didn't want to risk not getting anything, so we're not getting any points. So Virginia right now is going on the scoreboard. And they keep that going as we get our first sack of the game. That is Miller, our strong safety. We go 345. He is in the box as a de facto nickelback corner. And we sit him on the blitz's trouble. They get the ball to Kobe Pace. Getting up a little bit slow in there, but he shot the first down, so we take over. Second down and 8. Screen pass caught by McDonald, and McDonald's going to have a first down, move those turns. And we're seeing it. We're going to throw it as he gets hit. And that pass hits the grass. They get the ball right back to the University of Virginia. They throw it to the left side. That pass caught for a first down. Third down and 3. Hippolyte and Fisher come up big to stop the running back there. They get the ball to Hempy, and Hempy getting up a little bit slow. You can see his injury. You can feed him early enough. And throw it here. That pass going to be caught, and that's going to be a chain mover. Edwards Jr. puts it on the money there. Under pressure, he's going to get about a dodge. He's going to read through traffic, and Billy Edwards has a first down. That was third down and 16.
Trying to stop the run here with a goal line defense.
We'll throw it deep, and that pass is incomplete. You can see that Edwards, he's got 100% even. First down and 10. Face the run. Melangia throws it. That pass going to be caught along the right sideline by Tyrese for first down.
So the field goal unit
is
out of field.
Third down and 10, and they complete the first down.
Looking to tie
Melangia to the left side. Off by Fields again. That's going to move the chain to end the third. Virginia has the ball to start the field up by 7. First down and 10. 35-yard pass to the RPO action. That's going to be a game of 7. Second down and 3. Take the run. Put it down. Field have a man wide open. They can't connect the dots. So they're going to 3 in that second down. That pass going to be caught by Tyler Neville for a first down and up the gut. Those Kobe. Kobe Pace has his second rushing touchdown today. Take over on the 16-yard come back with 10:32 on the clock. Give it to Hempy, and that's going to result in a first down. Little quick pass here to the RPO action. That's called for a game of 4.
Second down and 6, get the ball running empty. Makes it a tackle. He's still loose. And he gets blocked at the side of the foot that has him out of first down. Another RPO. And that pass is tough.
Giving away 3 yards, only making life easier for the guys on the other side of the ball.
The gain of 9.9 yards, not quite.
It's first down, and they'll be looking for 6 points here.
In the fake of that, Willie Edwards has it, throws it underneath, and that pass is broken up. Great play in the secondary by Prairie. Now Willie Edwards gonna get dragged in from behind by James Jackson, and he gets up slow. James Jackson has a quick step off that snap, and he showed it right there. That pass broken up. 4th down and 17 with 17 in the clock. I'm trying to make something happen here. Gonna throw it in that pass, then it's stand a chance. Really good passes by that VA. Front 7, and there goes Neville. Racing down that right sideline, down to the 15.
Alabama is lining up to kick this one off.
This actually never hit the right now. They got a civil for the field. So he was best hold with a field goal. Makes a 3-possession lead, and that pass off the mark, not even close. Edwards definitely not 100% help you have everything a shot and make another big hit here. It's ripped by Larry and then by Jackson from behind. That pass caught by him. He was just shy of first one. He just made 2 yards. We get 1. So 4th and 1 here to win the option again. Take the picture. He just takes his body at this point. He does not have to go for the rest of the first down. 3rd down and 11. Edwards Jr. gets sandwiched in the backfield. Continues to step in the ball.
He can kill your offensive line.
Got to do something. And that pass is going to be intercepted. And that's going to be awesome.
First and goal inside the 5.
In the Michigan State game, we figured
has a 3-point
we
lead.
put on highly difficult. We're trying to stay true to our coach's scheme, which is a spread option look.
I don't like
So
losing.
we're using the spread option play. I was trying to figure out what play to use in today's game. We use Liberty, which actually does relate spread option scheme. So that's the play that we use moving forward. For the FCS game that we had next, we'll be using Arkansas, which is labeled a close down attack with some of their most heavy used plays and action run plays. All those close downs allow the shot to across this
Oh, God.
Moving forward, hoping we'll give it some success versus FCS West. Now, at quarterback, we're making a change for this game. Willie Edwards, he's healthy enough to play, but I don't want to risk him for when we got to play for the bigger teams in the Big Ten. So he will sit versus FCS West, and he will be all right. All right, so that's the guys that are in some danger. There's a backup quarterback more. We're going to change things up a little bit. Hopefully, he decides to stay because again, in that game, I was using Wesley Play with Arkansas. Hope that expires in the round. That's some guys with full potential, and we're going to lose out. These games left tackling 66. So, I mean, you came to Maryland before I got here. What did you expect? No shots. I swear. I'm just saying how I see it. I'm just saying how I see it. Anyway, we're taking FCS East. Not the greatest opponent, but one thing I realized, you are not doing pre-snap adjustments on offense or defense. Changing up your coverage. Disguise your coverage. You're going to have a hard time on high. That's just the way it is. You're not going to do those things. You're going to be in play tough afternoon. And I'm speaking this into existence because I did not do the play the first 2 episodes. 2 games I played on this file for the dynasty. Well, man, right there, that's some good defense right there. Good for tackling, but you hit the player out of bounds. And that's a personal foul, big homie. You can't do things like that. So it's first down and 10. He's frustrated. The season that's going on so far. We are 0-3, trying to get our first win. And FCS East is taking it to us with his triple action. They're going to run the ball right there with the fullback earlier to shut him down. So now it's going to be 3rd down and 7. Looking downfield, and we get the snap right there. That's a good one. Defense coming together. They got to set it for you. They're going to pick this up, keep this good. And FCS East is going to have the lead. We do have Star Ray back there at quarterback. We hand the ball off to Hempy. FCS will get beat up like nobody's business. So that's a serious injury. I'm not going to commentate about the injury for the opponents. Obviously, the that's a little bit different. Second down and 2 now, but this one, this time they slip a low block, the ball, and that's up to the races. It's going to be a
The defense here comes up with a huge interception. They've already got the lead, and it looked like this offense was trying to get back in the game. That was a big turnover.
Okay, football is a long game. We're going to make adjustments. The CPU is going to make some mistakes. We get down the field, obviously the screen can't start there. Country's a start. Get the ball. Down that right sideline, picks that up the first down. Going to the air now, so right now we're going to run this thing. Yeah, they use 7 overall speed. Just tuck it and run it all day with your ball. Third down, one. Looking downfield, perfect pass, perfect time. You gotta make those adjustments for your offensive line. You gotta do the mic. You gotta do all those things.
You know, I really like the decision to tuck it and run here. They waited
But
inside, no
Ray
one
might be
open, so
the
instead of
future
throwing it
of the
away,
squad.
he just took it up field for
87
himself.
overall speed, good arm strength, good deep accuracy as well. He actually has the highest deep accuracy of all of our quarterbacks that I am considering starting. Anyways, looking downfield, and he breaks the tackle, he is loose. That's going to be a first down, move those chains. They're going to go right back to the ground game. Brock Ladler is trying to do it all. He couldn't do it right there. So we take over, down by 3. We'll get the ball up there, Jackson McDonald. And Smokey McDonald gives us a first down. We say the motion, looking downfield, and another popping up pass is going to be intercepted. Another break for this defense that's Dre, not correct. This will pick, and that's going to end the first.
This is where you get
So,
false starts.
I was trying to keep up with some of the siblings. We don't even know the
If you're going to put the ball into that kind of coverage, you better be accurate. Or if you were in baseball, having headphones on the sideline standing next to the coach.
I'm sorry, I was going to go straight.
From the 21-yard line, it's first down.
He's right. You know, can't even be game for this. Come on. Let's see what it is.
It's down to about the 21.
You being serious right now? I'm really teaching game.
It's second and 10. Ball on the 21-yard line.
Yes.
So first down and 10. Toss play now. We overrun the play. You gotta chop your feet. Hold that left trigger, left L2, whatever system you're playing on. Chop your feet well before you think it's time. Because you're gonna overrun it like I just did. So run the ball right there. That's still throwing the game at 10 in the first day. We're down by 10, gotta come back here. So all right, that's a man open. That is a dot. Perfect pass in between that high-low coverage. And now so the first down. Now we go out for the whole enchilada. Touchdown! Captain! LeBron Husband will be somebody's husband to make that lady proud if he keeps on catching touchdowns like that. So they go right to see themselves, and that's what they call for a touchdown by May. And then they do that triple life, but they hit a whole lot of the passing game. You got to respect third down and 10. And we keep it in front of us, and we can. As they slide down before they can get them the first down, kick is up, and the kick is good. And remember, the kick is going to listen to them. A score. Now we're trying to again, have some faith. Like we're down by 6, looking downfield, right there. Stays in bounds. Straight for down the sideline, come from behind like a 25-yard line.
Takes his defense away, right?
Because they're going to continue. Touchdown. And yes, maybe we do not be this night for the FCS East game. So we have to lead it. We have to lead. They're going to run the ball. That's O'Neal. He gets shaken up. He won't get back in the ball game. Just get shaken up.
19-yard
They're
line.
going to run the ball here. They're going to get a stop on third down. So we get the ball right back. First down and 10. Taking a shot, B. That pass is caught. Smith is ball.
He's taken down.
Touchdown, Maryland.
Boy, Brad, I
And
thought they had
now
a chance to get back into this game and to have that interception. That's the worst time of the game to have right before the half. I can't imagine it's going to be like to be in that locker room with that
This will be third out of 5. They get a first out, they get a touchdown, and they do get the touchdown. They will just kick the PAT, so they're down by 1. We're going to roll right, fall right, looking downfield, might have had a man open, decides to keep it. And again, this man is a magician out there. He has genius in his ankles. He can get busy with his legs. He can get busy with his own too. But it's not going to pop, throw it up top. That pass is caught by husband forget. First and 10 for 20. 10 seconds on the clock.
First down, they got their eyes on that goal line.
Right there. This receiving corner is solid. It's solid. It's not Ohio State solid. It's not Oregon solid. It's not Alabama solid. But this receiving corner here, is pretty damn good.
First time marker is a lot closer.
Nice kick return to get up past the 20-yard line. I'm trying to get our wiggle sticks. Second down and 6 now. Going to run the ball. There goes Hempy. Don't forget your star running back. Keep him fat. Keep him fat. Second down and 1. Give it to him again. He goes to the 40. Cuts the bench to the 35. Down to the 32-yard line. Move those things. Second down and 7. That pass. Caught. And that's going to be a first down. Looking downfield. Soiree going to get sandwiched. That's going to be their second sack of the ball game. They're going to run the option. The left. I got with it. And now, it's third down and 6. It's second down and 1. It's third down and 1. Give it that
Nice call by the coach there. Just get your main man anytime you're near the goal line.
The game plan is coming together. Spread them out. Run those option plays. Put your quarterback, running back, and ball. Get everybody involved in the attack. Equals another 3 and out. Ready up to that 32-yard. First down and catch. Take the shot. Deep. Take the head step. Right there has another touch it. The senior coming through from the middle too. Now, can you do some big time play is the question and is the hope, and yeah, that's what we're hoping for. They're going to run the ball up their gut. We're going to shut that down. But they do have this move going right 21-yard line, third down and 11. They come out passing. They throw it to the end zone, and the tight coverage forces a bad throw. But now our man is a little bit shaken up. So I wouldn't have stepping out the middle from the 19 defensive end. For his back was easy because I knew you guys some people that are like, you know, we're taking on big plays, we're not trying to get killed. As a student during the process, you know, ramping up. Looking down here, right out right there. Right there's a technician out there. Rock's running. He doesn't have that ability. He's pretty going to get him if you ask me. That pass will be intercepted though. We made a mistake. And Brevin Daniels Waters taking it down the right sideline for a nice return off the pick. Triple option, they give it to the fullback, Bumble. Stumbling down to the 6-yard. They give it to the up back again. This time that's the back of running back. And that's going to be another touchdown to sit there. They're going to have to make some adjustments to come back next time. Hempy's a little bit, you know, under the weather. Not feeling good. That running tag. So give it to Overstreet. He has the touchdown. Hempy the ball game here, but we're going to go underneath. That pass caught. Knox is loose. Down that sideline, and he has a first down. Move those chains. Well, run the speed option. Hempy will try to get into the end zone, and we got to find a way to score down here. It didn't work out there. They do put up 52 points for the Jordan's not enough. Second down and 10. Take it away. Time back pass. We're running out of time. Neo Avery, the backup D-lineman, comes through the sack. Third down and 14. Got some more pressure, but this guy can still going to pick up a first down by the hands of his chinny chin. Second down and 3. Sidestepping the rush just to get sacked again. Defense coming through on third sack. Third down and 10 going underneath. Tight coverage. Ball in.
Reese Davis joined us in the studio.
Listen downfield. That pass going to be quick. Triple A has it. He's going to get off me. He said, no, 50, 45, 40. And again, we probably should not be this high. Being the FCS school, FCS, whatever school.
So it seems like every year we have one of those weekends where there's upset specials, and that one would be an upset.
Quite possible. The worst team in the Big Ten. 4-43.
They'll go to work.
Jaden 36-yard line. He had himself a day at quarterback without all of our receivers involved. And we still ran the ball effectively. It was about 50-51 pass ratio. You'll check out the stats in a second, but Soray, I mean, he's not the starter, but he's making it very, very hard to keep him on the bench. You see the physical ability that he has. Willie Edwards Jr. has two. One of them stepped up. And with the way that the pass blocking is, you got to step up. But again, if you do not have your pass protection right, you're going to get sacked. That's just the beast, man. This game is a beast. But we ran the ball about, I know the quarterback has the runs that might be designed. Maybe a couple were designed, but the majority of them were him dropping back the pass and just taking off. So it's about 30 pass plays, around 31 plays called. That's perfect. Perfect balance, obviously, makes you better. Even if it's 55, 45 plays of the passing, they're going to keep that up. Especially when Billy Evans is a quarterback. I like Billy Evans Jr. I think that we got to look at the future, maybe develop Slaw Ray. Get some quarterbacks that like him into the program, the athletes that we're recruiting at that spot. Because I do think that's the future of our roster is quarterbacks that can do it all. We go it, run it, and I'm not saying that Billy Evans is because he is. This already is more of an athlete and more of what we're looking for. Defense play well. That's our first pick of the season. So interceptions might be far and few in between. Anyways, if you get our third true, it's on the game 4. We lost the footage in Michigan State. Whatever it was existent. But anyways, all I do know is that, hey, in game 4, by game 4, he has 3.
So the offense will move a little bit closer with that penalty.
Not quite sure. As of right now, those guys mid to the school, verbally, and no man
expect to see something straight up the
Big
middle.
10 player of the week for the offense and national player of the week for the offense. Big time game for 8, 214 plus 3. I should get that man involved. He is a deep player. So these are the points to go to that science looking. Well, right, I don't think in real life is considered a starter or a potential starter for that program for this year. Maybe by his senior season, because right now he's a redshirt sophomore. I was going to redshirt him this year. Actually, looks like he would be. I think he was classified as a junior, but again, junior and redshirt sophomore basically the same thing. So like, is what it is. He's kind of on the smaller side at 5'11", but he's built like a running back at 213. If the man can assist, he has those abilities, I'm loving it. In real life, it very well could be MJ North that gets himself in the playing style fits him to a T, but his abilities, and I mean his actual attributes, not the physical ability and stuff like that, I feel like Soray does what he could do, but just better. And then, of course, we have our guy in Billy Edwards Jr., who was very, very close to 78 overall. But I like Soray. Now, Billy Edwards was banged up. Last episode, he got banged up.
One more
First
play now before we hit
so I was like, let me give Soray a start with FCS. So I was like, it worked out. But Edwards might be the guy moving forward. Anyway, that's that. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll do it away for the rest of the day. Best of the day. Peace, love.
These are special series calculator before. Everyone that's using existing spectrum internet customers to get more.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Maryland Dynasty College Football 25. Today we gotta do some work. It's sink or swim time because this might be the last stretch of games that we can possibly win before we go to USC. Oregon's on the schedule. No Michigan, no Ohio State, but we do have Iowa, who's having a down year. Penn State's having a down year to their expectations. Those two teams are their expectations. We have a game versus Rutgers as well. But these two games here, Indiana and Northwestern, are 2 games that we should have a chance to legitimately win. It's like getting off the bus. I'm not saying that it's going to walk in the obviously, that's not however, I do think these 2 teams are 2 teams that we could beat and possibly should beat. That's if everything goes well. I'm still feeling very good overall. Big time win versus FCS West. Yes, that's the team that we beat. Every other team We have lost to the Michigan State game was somewhat close. We lost that by 3 against Russell, but so that's why we apologize to y'all. LSU, they're ranked number 25. They've lost 2 games so far this season. So Indiana, Northwestern, these are the 2 teams in today's episode. Can we get a much-needed win in Big Ten play? Our first Big Ten win, our first win versus an FBS team, and our first win on the road.
About 4 yards to pick up the
first. They come into the contest at 3-1. Elijah Charlotte, he is their top receiver, but number 1, Donovan McCauley, is not too far off. And a little ball of black, he's going to pick up a first down there. Now, Ward in the line out passes. New transfer quarterback to Indiana, coming from Ohio State, Ohio. Black on second down, and just gets the first down after Elijah Short holding his 18th catch of the season, and then he's second blitz. Ruben Nicolai gets up in there, big time sack. Definitely been a drop right spot on the defense. The defense is supposed to be better than the offense, but defense in this game doesn't come easy. And that goes to the call for it here. Touchdown Hoosiers. And
this is a pretty controversial call. I really would have expected him to put this ball.
Offense is a struggle because of both sides of the ball struggle. It should be a bit of a deal on the road. Indiana Hoosiers again, who are 3-1. We're going to run the ball here. They go Hampton. And Hampton on the first down, and picks up the 3 yards to the offense. So those penalties can ruin a team's chances to win if they commit too many. Billy Edwards, and see what he can do today versus Indiana on first down, 7-yard line. He gets back to the line of scrimmage and nothing more. We're going to run the ball at Hampton's going to try to turn the corner. He gets back to the line of scrimmage as well. Third down and 10. Edwards has a man in that pass that's caught by Knox, and that's going to be a first down for Maryland territory. Billy Edwards Jr. going to find his man in flat. That's Smith Jr. He has a game of 6 on first down. Now it's third down. We're going to step up in the pocket. Edwards takes off. Edwards has a first down.
To the line.
Now it's big advantage in the on the 10-yard. We're going to give the ball to him. He's going to work this way up to about the 10-yard. Second down and goal. Edwards Jr. going to try to tuck it on it, and he's going to go nowhere. Now, ball down after the line. Slowly get up there. He's not going to start passing over here. Those injuries will not slow them down. The throw this one away, avoid all contact as much as possible. Kick us up, kick us good, on the scoreboard. They field it. So we drive down the field, we tap on 3, 7-3 is now the score. We'll win the ball. Right up there, that's Elijah Green. And he's loose. He can scoop. Gets this one up to the Maryland. 45 blood. Second down. Good coverage by defense that time, but that pass from me caught by Zach Horton. And Indiana's on the move up by 4.
The 8th play of the series.
Here's the penalty take so far as we have in the second.
Hey, if your partner is being secretive with their phone, you need to do this now. Most people are unaware this yet powerful website exists. If you feel suspicious about a person in your life, you need to do this before it's too late. Just enter their phone number in this app and prepare to be surprised. I wish I knew about this too, so now I warn as many people as possible to take my advice. Just click on it, enter their phone number, and brace yourself for what comes next. Learning the truth can be scary and uncomfortable, so please be prepared when using this tool. Important Americans across the country are using this tool every day to protect themselves. Share this with everyone you care about, but especially with friends and family. Get ready to discover the truth about the people in your life with just a phone number.
Down.
You can finally learn who she or he might really be. Click the link to get started. All searches are secure and confidential.
Second. Run the 31. Second down and 9. They fake the one. They throw it over the middle. That pass into a crowd, but it's
so here we go. It's third and goal from the 2-yard line.
For a Hoosier first down.
Alabama comes to the line in complete control in this game.
Go backwards. Second down 11. RPO. Quick pass to the left side. Great tackle there by Tyron. Looking downfield and under pressure and out of time. We get the sack or second of the contest. They're going to have to set up for a field goal. Kick is up, and the kick is right down the ball.
field. It's all or nothing.
Nice
Here
job
we go.
by Indiana. Gets them three. Gets them to our defense for holding out of the end zone. Go up top, had a man open underneath. Instead of going he can't handle that. Go up top again this time. It's back of the way. That's a quick clear out there for the Miller character and we got the Hoosier offensive pass caught by Sarah. He's loose. Sarah to the 30, to the 20, and the run after the catch as the goal
entire package.
They officially knocked him down at the 2-yard line. Now it's second down and goal, back up to the 8. They're going to run it, and we overrun the play. Diving to the arms of Husky is a running back Elijah Green. Just crossed the goal line, touchdown Indiana, just like that, went down by 14. And the shot, get that pass caught. Right there, 20, 15, 10, breaks up, tackle and track down inside the 10 at the Indiana 8-yard line. Second down and goal. Willie Edwards. He sees the goal line, tucks it, runs it, touchdown, Maryland.
With the final score,
We have to start the sustained drive just like that and get into the end zone. We're going to stop on defense is the question. Big hit on special teams. As Indiana will start from the 8.
As we wrap this game up, Kirk, what
Third down
final
and 8.
thoughts do you want to share?
As a big fan, you know teams will be gunning for it, but they were ready for the competition.
Chase down.
Alabama seemed primed for a blowout, and while this win is nothing to scoff
just like that,
it
one
might be a little bit of a reminder that they've got to take every team very seriously that they face.
Warwick again, the transfer from Ohio.
Here's another look at our
Yeah,
selection for the EA Sports Player of the Game.
Throw this one
For the
out
Crimson
pass
Tide,
is
they remain
caught.
undefeated on the year. And
Touchdown.
the Sooners are still
Indiana.
searching for that first win
That's
of the
their
season
second
as they
string
drop
tight
the
end,
Holy Pride.
James Bomber.
So that's going to do it for this game. For
Touchdown,
NCAA
Indiana,
football,
down by 14.
partners for Kirk Street and Aaron Andrews.
Makes
Reese
it back.
Davis in
It's
the
a block.
studio.
It's a man next to on his
I'm
feet.
Brad Nussler. Thanks so
At the
long.
36-yard. First down and 10 in Hoosier territory now. Hefty gets the carry. Breaks the man's ankles and has the first thing. A nice job getting the running back involved. Another carry for the air. Finds a lane, shoots right through it. Breaks a tackle, puts on the jets, and gets tracked down at the Hoosier 15. Now it's second down and 7. With him downfield, and Edwards gets hit in the backfield. That's another sack for the Hoosiers defense, and this time it's C.J. West with the sack. So back-to-back sacks brings our drive to an end. 2 seconds on the clock here. The kick is on its way, and it sails to the right. 24-10 is the score going into halftime. So it's been all Indiana. They scored on 4 possessions. We scored on just 2. McCauley is the spotlight player, but I mean, Sarah, he's a beast. Both receivers get the job done. Third quarter action now. Evans going to tuck it on it, and he's going to take all the contact. I've got to protect our quarterbacks a little bit better. We're trying to come back. That pass is a dime. First down in front of Fulton. First down and 10 inside the territory. Good pass caught by Smith, and Smith picks up a gain of around 9. Second down and 8. Up that got it. Walked down by West, but has a first down for the Terrapins. We come out in that 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers, and 1 back. And that pass caught. Right there comes the corner. Takes a big shot inside the line. There it goes. It's been some of an issue, and that pass will not get the job done either. You got to set up for a field goal, and this one is missed as well. So 2 missed field goals. If we make them both only down by 8 instead of still down by 14, and there goes Warwick, and he's going to have a first down or gain of 9. Third down and 1, and he's going to keep it, breaks a tackle, and get him out of there to lay him out and stop him there. You take back over for 127. Look out. That pass caught. Smith hauls in, both feet in bounds, ready for Sundance. Looking downfield, the ball is loose, and the Hoosiers recover it. Huge hit on the play. Another sack. The ball came out, and Indiana jumps on top of it. Indiana looking after a lead. They're going to do just that. A perfect pass to McCauley. Touchdown. Hoosiers and Terrapins are now down by 21. Bringing Soiree, see if he can't give us a spark. And there he goes. Jaden Soiree up to the 45-yard line, second down and 6 now. And they're tucking and running again with that 87 overall speed, 91 change of direction. He's a great athlete. Throws it underneath here. That pass caught by Knox. Leader through traffic. He gets inside the 5. So first and goal for the 2. Gonna run a speed out. He cuts it up. And Soiree has another touchdown there. Can he be the catalyst to get us back into this? We're going to have to rely on our defense gets the ball back as we find ourselves down by 14. So into the fourth quarter, both offenses have been on fire today. Indiana has the football and the lead. Fourth quarter, second down and 9, and going to run the ball right up the gut, right into the teeth of the defense, and that's going to be a first down for Ellis. Out of the gun, Rorick, going to find his man, Williams. Williams breaks a tackle. He gets dragged down at the 8-yard line, third and goal. Can we get a stop here from the 1-yard line? Direct snap to Ellison. Touchdown, Maryland. Touchdown, Indiana. Now, I hope it was for Maryland, but not for Indiana. We found ourselves down by 21. Quick pass going to be caught. That foot is not. Or first down, third down, 11. Suarez got something. It's triple behind. 6th sack of the day for the Indiana Hoosiers defense. So 4th and 14. Step up the pocket. Suarez throws it. Caught by Howard. And that's going to be a chain mover. Second down and 19 now. Suarez in the low right. But throw it if he wants to. Decides to cut the runner. Makes the man miss. And that's what he can do in the open field. It kind of makes us want to play this sophomore more and more. That pass never leaves his hands. It's going to be a fumble instead. And Indiana, C.J. West recovers. And that's the ball. 48-17 is the final. We couldn't do nothing. That's that quarter. They put up 23 points on us. And yeah, I think the decision at quarterback has been made. Although Edwards Jr. is probably the better option right now in their careers, Jaden Soiree, I think, is the better option for what we want to do moving forward. He is just a sophomore, so we can develop him. By the time next year comes around, he might be a very, very good quarterback. He's already a good quarterback as of right now, but still very, very raw. Needs to develop. Our defense did okay. We put him in bad spots, but I know our defense has to improve moving forward, and hopefully we can do that with some recruits and maybe with a better scheme moving forward as well. That's going on with recruiting. We lose a couple of guys, but at the end of the day, recruiting still going pretty well for us. We've already had a couple of guys signed and got a line, but we are a smaller school in I would say, well, small fish in a big pond, kind of. If we were in, like, the MAC, we would be killing it. But we're not in the MAC. We're in the Big Ten, where the smallest school, as far as, competitiveness as of right now, as of the state of this dynasty. We do get Max Isaac, quarterback, dual threat guy. He's a scrambler, only 5'11", 183 pounds. But I do think that he's going to fit the mold of Soiree. That's probably going to be the type of quarterbacks that we look to develop here in this program. We are a spread option team, meaning that when we do run the ball, we're going to run the option. That probably means they're going to slide a little bit more. We can't have more quarterbacks taking unnecessary hits because it will affect their passing abilities. We still love to pass the ball. We do have weapons on the outside, but we got to make sure that we get them the football more consistent. So set up some visits. We haven't unlocked everything that I need to know about what these guys like, but I think we got to hurry up because we're already at the halfway point of the season. We got to get some of these bigger recruits. We have 1 3-star, the rest have been 2-stars, which isn't bad, but again, we're in the Big Ten. So we know we're going to be going against 5 and 4-star counts on a regular basis in this conference. But now it's Maryland taking off Northwestern. Northwestern going to get the football first. And here comes their quarterback, Mike Wright. Basically kicking the yards passing, basically 70% completion, 9 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. And this team stays in the hurry up all day long. They're trying to wear down your defense. That pass going to be caught, and that's going to be a first down. Big hit by Miller. But the receiver hangs on to the ball for a first down. That was A.J. Henry. That pass is overthrown. So when you do disguise and coverages, the quarterbacks are more likely to miss on throws than they do right there back to back. Sometimes it seems like it's on everybody else with perfect accuracy. Just like this play here. Caught. Touchdown. A.J. Henry. So just when we thought we had them on the ropes, they come out swinging. They score a touchdown. And our offense keep up. We go blow for blow. Empty on the screen pass. Makes the catch, picks up the first down, 39 yards. Give it to him up the gut. That's going to result in a game of 7. Not give him the ball. He's our star player on offense. We got to do a better job of keeping him involved throughout the whole game. Sometimes our running game flat out disappears. That pass will be caught. Prather all the way up to the northwestern 33-yard line. This is a great drive, but it has to end with some points. He gets away from one, walking away from the next, and down goes Soiree in the backfield. Another sack given up on his O-line. Third down and 12 more. Touching the running. They go to change of direction on display as we work our way inside the 10. Second down and goal from the 6. Under some pressure. Going to get away. Going to tuck it and run it. Has a touchdown. And we're going to tie this football game up at 7. With those 3 passes. It's going to be caught. Gain of around 3 right there. Another wide receiver screen. This time caught by Kurtz and brought down by Hippolyte. Gain of around 4. Third down, 3 yards over to go over the middle. That pass is caught. And Mac Wright is putting on a shot. They're going to fake the run, drops back, has a man open underneath, and it seems like when we don't cover deep, they go deep. We don't cover underneath, they got the underneath guy wide open, and defense continues to be a struggle. We just want to play kind of a bend but don't break defense until we figure things out. So they're going to go to the run, and that is Hyman. Joseph Hyman's going to have a first down. Second down and 9. Wildcats still on the march. Looking downfield. That pass going to be into the receiver's hands, but a big hit by Fisher knocks it out of there. And then go downfield. That pass is cut, and there goes Calvin Johnson down to the 5-yard line. The pass to the back of the end zone. Mike Wright throws his second today, number 11 on the season. 14-7 is now the score. So, all right, looking downfield. Throw this one deep to the left side. Caught by Prather. Big hit along the sideline. The Hawks are there for a unanimous first down. We're going to run the ball. That's when it's on the game of around 7 right there. So instead of second down and long, or third down and long, it's going to be third down and 3. Decent protection, but it finally does break down, and down we go. So 32 yards. We decide to go for it, and we're going to get hit from behind. And that's going to do it. The suggestion was to punt. I was like, I don't want to punt. Definitely don't want to miss another field goal. So we decided to go for it. We're not going to get it. There goes Phil with another sack for him this season. They go up the gut and shut that down. Great play by our defense. We have Northwestern backed up. Third down and 14. Can we get off the field here? 4-man rush. You get a good hit on the quarterback. Couldn't find anybody open. And that pass sails out of bounds. We take over first down and 10, down by 7. Looking downfield, taking a shot deep, and it's caught by Prather. Move those chains. He's been a bright spot all season long for this offense. Was a national player of the week just a couple weeks ago was FCS West. That pass caught by Prather. And the linebacker on my finger to pull. That's going to result in a first down. Now we're going to run the ball with him. Right up that gut, got the wall, that trap for a gain of 8. And that's going to take us to the second quarter of play. It's been a passing game, and we both teams so far.
He has affected my confidence. And I don't actually said I was but it's not him. The outfit is easy. It's on my phone. I can order if I don't want. That was really the difference in my confidence.
He was playing for both of us.
Get treatment for ED with doctor trusted medication. Get started today at Benz.com.
Second down and 2. Ball on the ball here with Hackney, and he's going to pick up a first down by the hands of the team chase. All right, gonna get about a dive. He chased from behind, cuts it up, and on third down and 15, he's going to pick up 11. Now he is going to pull a field goal, but this time the kick is good. There's 2 kicks versus Indiana. Make our first one here. Down by 4. There goes Hyman. He's going to pick up the first down. Gain of around 11 there. Second down and 10. Ball on the ball. This time it's Cam Porter. And Cam Porter breaking tackles to find a space to Northwestern first down. Great strong tackle there by Fisher. This third and 9. Right, has it. Going to run it, and he's going to work his way upfield for Northwestern first down. Second down entry, send a blitz. He avoids the pressure and throws a strike to A.J. Henning. Underneath, gap pass caught in Northwestern, drives down the field, scores a touchdown. We find ourselves down by 11. We got to do better than this. Maryland has to pull up and go underneath, caught by Howard. My husband is the second time at 82, 95 for both our tight ends. And I look downfield here. That pass will be caught. Something holding inside Northwestern territory. They're got his head now, so all right, he could tuck it run if he wants to. He will. Then he get hit shy of the 40. And before we're going to go for it again here. And on fourth and three, we try to tuck it and run it with our quarterback, and that does not work. Northwestern drives down the field. Now they have that the 1 yard line, second down the goal. They give it to him up to the gut. And that's going to be a touchdown for Joseph Hyde. We find ourselves down by 18, but it was right there on the corner route. He's going to get loose, and he has the first down for the territory. First and 10, breaking the tackle. He got away from the sack. He's going to turn it into a great play. Could have been a disaster. Instead, he shows off with some magic and picks up a first down. On second down and 4, we give it to 24. Takes us all the way down to 6. And now it's third down and goal to the 13. We're just going to tuck it and run it right here to spot. Like they're not going to score a touchdown. No reason to take right here. Especially before they get beat up. They can't throw no more. They can't run no more. I do a better job of picking my guy. Light pass goes over the middle. That pass all in by Gordon. And they're going to settle for a field goal. He's going to miss this one. So they drive down the field with less than a minute on the clock. With some excellent passing. They're unable to capitalize on this field goal. We're dominating the run game, but a lot of that has to do with our quarterback running. But maybe we should stick with the ground game, even though we're down by 2 scores here. Smith going to take this one up to the 18-yard line. First down and 10. So already adjusting the protection on first and 10. Looking downfield. Going to throw this one. That's caught on the comeback route, and that's going to be a first down. And we go with that jet sweep toss, and there he goes. 40, 35, 30, and there goes Knox down that left side with a big-time game there. Over the middle. We're going to find Howard. Brought down after a gain of 9. Second down and 1. Tempy up the gut. Picks up the first down just barely. Second down and 4. Look out, route caught by Knox, and that's going to result in a first down. That was third and goal. Soiree gonna do something here. Tucks it and runs it, and he fumbles. Whatever to recover. So do get a chance at a field goal. Keep this up. Keep this going. Again, our scoring red zone has been a struggle. That pass caught by him. Makes a man miss. Loose inside the 20. And he's going to score yet again. Northwestern can just do no wrong on offense. We find ourselves down 35-16. That pass caught by him. Got to the backfield. Makes a guy miss. The sideline has the first down. 37. Looking downfield, out route. That pass caught upfield. Goes Knox, and that's going to result in a first down. We are there, but we are moving. We're showing some promise on offense as we roll right into the pressure. And now, Jaden Soiree is slow to beat up. So, going to Billy Ellis Jr. And look downfield, double covered, but somehow the football got in between the corner and the safety. But we're not going to do that again because next time it's probably going to be a pick. So, right back in the ball game, this is the empty. Pick is going to find his way to the 5-yard line. We're going for the 1 touchdown run. And can we start to come back? If our play was as good as our dance moves, maybe we'll be winning. Jet sweep pass, and Florida has it. Making people miss, gets a block downfield from Hyman, and he's gone just like that. We get just a little bit of the middle, and they all just evaporate like a thin air. Just it's gone. It was there, now it's not. Nice screen pass again to Henry. Good job getting loose. First down. Now, looking downfield, that pass is a dime. And this is what he can do extending the plays and making something happen downfield to Soiree. This pass, he gets hit and still caught right there inside the 15 down to the 10. Heavy up the gut. Touchdown, Maryland. We have put together a great offensive game plan. We executed it too bad. It comes on the back end of our defense's worst performance of the season. But I do have hopes moving forward. This one's not done just yet.
Open a time checking account in 2 minutes. We'll spot you up to $200 within a year ncaa. Apply now. Apply first, then
Not done just yet. So fourth quarter action now. We're down by 12 yet again. Defense, we need to stop. Big time hit right there by Trader. That's when he's second down and 6. They run the ball. Run into a yellow wall. So you pull that Trader with a stop there. Third down and 2. Good pass. Caught. And that's going to be a chain move for Northwestern. Still plenty of time as the fourth quarter just now starting. And he confused the quarterback and up when he throws a bad pass. Third down and 8. That pass hits the grass. And now we take over. Now we're looking at a third down and 8. Can we do something here to get the protection right to give our receivers time to get up with the downfield? We're going to let it fly underneath, and that pass is right at the sticks for the strike. And now the quarterback's going to keep it, and he's loose. 30, breaking a tackle as he works his way to the 28-yard line. First of all, from the 7, they try a little jet sweep pass again. Not going to happen. Second down and goal. They're going to run it. Hyman breaks the tackle. Won't get away from Amy. Third and goal. They're going to run the ball here with their quarterback. We'll just shut it down there. So it's still a 2-possession game. And now we need a touchdown, a 2-point conversion, another touchdown. However you want to slice it, we got to get. That pass is incomplete. And Soiree looking to be a little bit banged up out there. Might have lost some visibilities. End around right here, a little jet sweep. And that's going to result in a first down. Get these athletes in space. They can do some things. Looking out through the Soiree. Breaks the tackle and throws it, and it's caught. Here comes Maryland. 5:02 on the clock. We're down by 2 touchdowns for 2 points reversal. We're coming. There goes Soiree. That's going to be a first down. Down and taking a low right. He's a tough to run it again. This time he does, but why? He gets out of bounds. Trying to avoid all contact at this moment in time for ball game. I want to step up. On to the first down. He nice slide. We do something. You can see right there. Things are starting to look different for us. That pass. Going to be caught on 4th and 1. So first and goal now. Soiree. Bullet pass to the middle of the field. Touchdown. Tracer gets in there. We find ourselves down by 8. We have no more timeouts. So first down will end. We're going to run the ball with Fisher and Hippolyto there for the stop. We have no timeouts. Minute 2 on the clock. We overthrow, man, badly. And I think the writing is on the wall. Soiree might just be too beat up to continue. We'll put Billy Edwards Jr. see what he can do. Edwards surveys the field, throws a strike. Right to notch, first down. 55 seconds working. Edwards steps up in the pocket. Trying to get down quickly and get the first down and stop the clock momentarily. Then we don't do it. So 7 out of 3 times taken. 39 seconds on the clock. Edwards throws it. That pass caught. We get out of bounds with another chain mover. 33 seconds to work with. Edwards steps up and down. He goes. 1 person, 1 sack. Protection has been cut over. They know we throw it deep, but we stay in bounds. So the clock is ticking. 5 seconds left. We're going to look downfield, but the protection breaks down. We did not have enough time to make our adjustments. I can't believe he didn't go out of bounds. I'm not saying that we would have scored a touchdown with 15 seconds on the clock. It would have made things easier. Our red zone offense has been atrocious, to say the least. But my goodness, I do think we figured out our offense. Now, we do run a 3-3-5 look, which basically is 3 down linemen, 3 linebackers, and then 5 DBs, 3 of which are safeties. The one that I'm using isn't your regular 3-3-5. It's like 3-3-5 light or lit or something like that. I'm not quite sure what the exact name for it. But that one isn't working for us. I just recently did a play now with Colorado. because I'm still trying to figure out playbooks and play styles. I'm still practicing. I'm still getting my hands wet with this game, my fingers wet, whatever you want to call it. But they won a 3-3-5 is just the base. And I like their defense a lot better than what we have now. Obviously, their defense is better than all of us. We have Travis Hunter out there. But just from the alignments and stuff like that, I like their best. We can go on that for the rest of the season. We found out offense, Arkansas playbook, Soiree at quarterback. I got to do a better job protecting them. Just get down, just slide. No need to take unnecessary hits. They're going to get hit when we go with our speed option. It's just something that happens. The quarterback is basically a decoy. They're going to get smacked. So there are going to be hits that we do take. So when it's hits that we don't have to take, that's when I got to get down and get out of there. We do have another recruit. We got a receiver, Enrique Humphreys, my brother from Maryland, 2-star recruit, and I think that's his all ballpark. 3 stars, 2 stars. Hopefully we can find some gems that other schools are overlooking. The Soiree still looking shaken up. We got USC. It ain't gonna get no easier. USC at home. It's a night game. We're gonna be wearing our all-black jerseys and hoping this is good. That's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Peace, love. That's awesome.
If you didn't get a 6-figure check for the car accident, I'm sorry, but you should have used this instead. Insurance companies want to keep this a secret, but you're entitled to maximum accident compensation, even if the accident seemed minor or you were just a passenger. There's a new accident compensation program that helped me get 100.
Hello. What's up? What's happening? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Maryland Tag and Dynasty. Last week, first Northwestern, we had our first recruit visit. Hayden Mueller came versus Northwestern game, and we lost. So we got dinged a little bit for that, but you saw those arrows at the bottom. It's a good look. So I think we have a great chance of signing him. He's a 4-star free safety. He will be the highest recruit in our program so far. This season so far in the team. We're going to change up our defense to a 3-4 multiple defense look. I need more guys in the box. We can get killed in the ground game. And yeah, I might just play some D-line. Typically, I play safety. We might change things up versus USC, who is ranked number 15 in the nation. And they beat Michigan at the Big House, but they lost to Minnesota, surprisingly enough. We're going to play Minnesota next week. So can we beat number 15 USC? We get the football first. Hopefully to change in defense. A lot of fire on our boys. Hopefully we can get Dalton the ball a little bit more. But I know today the game plan is run the ball, run the ball, and run the ball. We cannot be in second down and third down and long. So we're going to try to keep it around third down and 4, third down and 5. Pick up 6 yards right there. We're going to give it to Hempy again. And Roman Hempy's going to have a first down move those chains. First and 10, give it to him a third straight time. Right up that gain of 9.7 there. We need about 3 inches here. We're going to pick it up with ease. That's going to be a first down. Now we got Henry back in the ball game. He's going to run behind that big O line. We're going to pick up 3 yards there. So third down to 7, not the worst down the distance. Going to look down, still throw it up, and that pass will be caught. Shalik Knox brings it in. That was a beautiful pass by Soiree. We threw 41 passes last week. Of course, Northwestern cannot get that high as a passing power today. Third down and 10 after some pressure. Looking downfield, that pass going to be inside the hands of Felton. He was not going to pick up the first down. Just trying to make the field go a little bit easier, and we're still able to hit it with ease. So here comes that USC offense led by quarterback Miller Moss. Can our secondary get intercepted? We have one reception. It's by Hippolyte. With our inside back. Our secondary has not had a kick all season long. That run play to O'Neal. Going to pick up 5 yards there. Moss hands off to O'Neal again. Look at that defense. Great run tackle there by Miller. Now you can see from that third down and 7. Miller Moss steps up, throws, and he throws it away. And our defense gets a 3 and out to You Believe in Miracles. Smith. And work his way up good before he gets tapped. To take over at our own 37-yard line. Back to the ground. We need to run the ball close to 30, maybe 40 times today. Third down and 5 now. 2 tight ends, 1 back to a personnel out. They're going to throw it to the Ron Husbands. And he comes through in the clutch like a good husband should. First down and 10. Soiree has a man open underneath that pass. Caught by Felton, and he's going to make the catch and turn into a nice run after the catch for a gain of 9. And then Hempy making it down, missing the lane, and picks up a first down. Right now, the execution is flawless. Right there, USC got some pressure. And now we're going to run the ball second down and 10. There goes Henry breaking the tackle from the 4 for a gain of 5. So again, perfect down the distance, third down and 5. Under some pressure, we're going to take it and let it get a block. And we pick up a first down. So Howard, our first and got a block that is already. We have ourselves a first down, second down and 12. We go to the end zone, man on that coverage. Caden Prather calls it in. In my opinion, he's the best receiver in the Big Ten. I know that's not true, but in my estimation, this man is an absolute monster. 83 overall senior, always comes through with the big plays. We're gonna have to try to replace him going into next season. That might be easier said than done. The guy makes play after play. And look at the scoreboard, ladies and gentlemen. Maryland has a 10-0 lead. And this is still D for Heisman. Outside of nothing. D for Heisman. We're just figuring things out as we go. And I think we're starting to learn. But you know, we're still got a whole game to play. It's only still the first quarter. That pass going to be caught. That's going to be a chain mover. Kyle Ford holds it in for a first down. USC in Maryland territory for the first time they get the ball to O'Neal. And Travion O'Neal will pick up a nice game there. Third down and 1. They're going to run it, and this run play goes nowhere as Miller shuts the door. And that's going to go for the first quarter of play. I expect this is a good team from USC. Defense playing phenomenal. Look at that. Just 39 yards of total offense for USC. We dominated time of possession.
What physical tactical competency playing video game, acting, learn, game design, and develop. After game. Sure is. You got a lot of nerve balls in one track. You go to the game.
I'm saying the game. For USC, we dominated time of possession. Both sides got an action, first down and 10. We're going to run the ball with McDonald. He finds a lane to run through. He's going to get forced out of bounds. Nice game. And a first down. 2 carries, 17 yards for him. O'Neal has 6 carries. So he was chosen for only 16 yards. So let's just attack the defense. Howard missed the catch right there. Game of just 3. Third down and 7. Troy under pressure. We're going to go down. That was Bear Alexander and John Henry combining on the sack. And now they're going to run the ball. They're going to pick up a gain of 5 there. They're going to go back to the ground with O'Neal. O'Neal just away from Nicolite. When he does get ball, Tim has the first down of his back pocket. First down and 6 after the penalty. Little swing pass caught. O'Neal brought down by Dante Trader Jr. That was a great tackle. Because if he doesn't make that play, it's a touchdown for USC. USC going to get their best drive today up there. That goes O'Neal, brought down by Trader again. It's a first down on the left. There he goes. O'Neal towards the end zone. Down away from Nicolite. He's going to lead through traffic and put USC on the board for the first time today. So we only knew it was a matter of time for USC starts their scoring. I hope your offense can continue to put that pressure on. Soiree going to step up in the pocket and down he goes. Jamil Muhammad gets in there for a sack, and we go 3 and out. Big hit. That's right. Playing the lumber on O'Neal. Big time hit there. Loss of 4. Then go with outside run to hit the lights there to bring him down there. Just one there. Third down and 3 for USC. Straight things up. 4-man blessing. Got a little penetration. Nobody gets open downfield. And he gets the stop. It was Lance with the reception. He couldn't do nothing with it. Now we throw it up. And Prather comes back to the ball and bails us out. That's all we can describe it. We got bailed out right there. Now, on the ball, we picked up nothing, lost 1. Third down and 11. Under pressure, we're going to get dropped in the backfield. Gavin Mayer gets up in it for the sack. We get the ball right back to USC. Guys say they probably have all the momentum now. But look at White. He's like to get momentum. I'm about to get up in there and do my dope business. Second down and 6 after the 6-yard loss. They're going to throw it. That pass caught by Ford. He's going to work his way up to this one, game 13. USC looking at the ball. Third down and they go. A perfect play ball. Tight end screen. Just dumped it off with the big one to the rest. First down and 10. Taking a shot. Leave the Whitaker with the pick. Why go Whitaker to the 50? Just looked at the 40 and brought down at the USC 37-yard line. Lionel Whitaker gets his first pick of the season, first pick for a defensive back all year for us, our second pick overall. I think it's going to be hard to get picks in this game unless you got the skill talent back with some jump passes. That pass going to be caught. Double makes another grab there. Third down and inch is going to go up the gut. Hemby is loose. Roman Hemby. Save by put on the Jets and takes it to the crib, and we can rock the baby toe. Touchdown, Terrapins, and we push the lead back up to 9. The PAQ will be up and good. We find ourselves up by 10. Roman Hemby. Shot out of a cannon right up the gut, north and south, and USC didn't lay a fingernail on. So Miller Moss going to throw it underneath. That pass going to be caught. After Ryan Prince makes the catch, and that's going to be a USC first down. Obviously, they're going to try to score for the Athens. Another tight end screen. And that works to perfection. Big number 7 from Lino got 2 blocks. That spins the tight end for first down. It's over to me. That pass caught by Kyle Moore. He gets brought out down by Husky. Second down, 3. Clean pocket, perfect pass, Kyle Ford, another reception. Just trying to get all the way to the unit. To the, yeah, 25 yard line. That pass was a dime to Jalen Richardson, touchdown Trojans. They drive down through the touchdown. So although likely the team is not going down that way, only Hemby to get the carry out the another game of NCAA 17 yards. Plus that touchdown. That was an absolutely beautiful run by Hemby. See it right here. The block was phenomenal. He didn't hesitate at all. Saw the lane and hit it, took it to the crib. But Miller Moss coming out there throwing dots in this pass. The Richardson led to a touchdown. This second of the second quarter. This one in the first quarter for us was a Dolphins dime. Now you want to start the second half with the football down by 3. They're going to bring it to him. He's only 52. You're looking to throw it. That pass is perfect forward. He continues to walk over for his quarterback and continues to make catches after catch. Another catch right there. Game is great. Quick pass with an RPO. He's around the corner.
Coke Zero. Real Coke taste. Zero
He's going to get
calories.
upfield,
Enjoy
down
everything.
by Trainer and Husky. That's when he first down and 10. They're going to run the ball. And O'Neal finds nice for the move. We're getting a 5 before he meets a brick wall. Hippolyte going to bring that O'Neal here. Wyatt gets a little hit on the running back as well. Back to run scrimmage no more. Third down and 5. That pass is cut. Jalen Richardson comes through for his quarterback again. So Miller Moss throws it. That pass caught. And USC continues to march. This is the longest drive. It's going to end with a touchdown. Miller Moss going to find Rashad Copeland. Touchdown for the sophomore. And USC, for the first time they has the lead. Can we come back? We're going to run the ball McDonald. Got to stick with the ground game even though we're down. We're going to give it to Hempy. He gets a turn. And Hempy picks up 5 yards. So third down and 1. Going to go to the air. Here we have a man open. It's Prather. Out behind the DB. Don't give him chase. He's not going to catch him. Touchdown, Maryland. The Terrapins answered a score with a score that only took them 3 plays. They had nobody back there at safety. It was a cover 0 look. And we had our man on a perfect route for that coverage. And it was bye-bye. See you later, alligator. So we find ourselves up by 3. That pass is going to be caught. Ford has been a busy man. Another RPO, another game of 7. They go up the gut now with O'Neal. He finds good running room. The Hippolyte and Wyatt combine on the stop yet again. Hand off to O'Neal. Up the gut. Brought down by Brown. Good play by our defense. Second down and 8. We send the blitz. Going to find McCree. He takes a big hit by Brown. They held him up just to let somebody else tap to him. So third down and 3. We send a blitz. Avery can't get there. But he rolls on into the arms of Darnell Brown, and that's going to bring a drive to an end. So our defense has played much better today. I don't know because we are living up to expectations taken on USC, living up to playing up to the competition as we find something for another first down, or it's the 3-4 skate. I really don't know. Only time will tell. Second down, 10 yards to go. Going to go to the air here. Soiree going to chop it off. Pass caught. Hemby. First down as we work way up to the 46-yard line in USC territory. First down and 10, screen pass. Get these running backs involved. They are deli in space, weaving through traffic as McDonald got held up by his own lineman. But still a nice play for a gain of 8. We're going to run the ball. Gain of around 3 in the first down. So again, we continue to ground and pound, and it's working. Quick out route. Caught by Knox, and that will be a man on first down as well. Now, this should be the last play of the third quarter. 2 seconds on the clock. First down and 10. Out route. Caught by Knox again. He is too quick for anybody that you have on this flat receiver. Gets open. That's another first down. And Maryland, you are on the verge of upset number 15 USC. Can we pull it out?
You and I were both lied to since childhood. We were told, since we were her age, that we had to save up cash to get started in real estate. In fact, I was told I had to go to school, I had to get a license, I had to do all of these things just to get my start in real estate. Corbin, do we have to go to school to get started in real estate?
My daddy didn't go to college.
That's right. Her daddy did not go to school or college, and her daddy does not have a real estate license, yet her dad owns 2,132 rentals all over the country. Not one time did I get a bank loan. Not one time did I use my credit. I didn't have to have a W-2 to do any of these things because I use Creative Finance. Creative Finance gave me the life of my dreams. I'm here in Montana at a property I bought with $1 down. No credit check on seller finance. You guys want to learn how to do this? You don't have to have a license. You don't have to have experience. You don't have to have cash or credit. You can get started right now and build the life of your dreams. The only thing keeping you from doing it is probably the fact that you haven't clicked on my case study. Corbin, what do we have to do to get to the case study? Click the link down below.
Click the button down below.
So first down and 10. Fourth quarter begins with us inside the red zone. We're going to go to a little jet sweep pass. And we're going to work our way upfield for a gain of 8. Second down and 2. Give it to McDonald. Nothing but a roadblock there. Gavin Meyer with another stop. Third down and 3. Going to throw it. That pass caught. And though it was dropped, I'm not quite sure that would have been enough for a first down. So we're going to settle for a field. We're going to put us up by 6. Obviously, a touchdown gives USC the lead. A touchdown in the PAT. And there goes Miller Moss. Got away from White. Crossing midfield, and Trader Jr. saves a touchdown. Third down and 9. Looking down through this, Miller Moss has a man open, but overthrows everybody. He had to be confused out there. Now we take over. So can we start to work on this clock? We'll get the ball to Hemby. And Hemby picks up maybe 1 yard up to the 21-yard line. Out of the pistol. Soiree. Rolling left. Gonna throw it. Intercepted, and that's not what we needed. And now Hempy's going to strip the ball out and we recover it. If you look close, you can see Hempy yanking at the ball. Then everybody else came, and the impact of the hit by everybody else pops that thing up out of there, and we recover it. So big play by our running back, and now we give it to the backup back. And Kobe McDonald going to pick up 2. Soiree looking downfield. Caught by Husbands. He's loose. 50. And out of bounds at the USC 46-yard line. Third down and 7. Put on 44. And Shelby gets in there for the sack. That is USC's 4th this game. But we've done a pretty good job protecting our quarterback. Now they're going to run the ball on O'Neal. Busting through traffic. And Travion O'Neal's going to have a first down. Give it to O'Neal here on second down and 2. He's loose. Racing in the Maryland territory. And he has a first down. Play fake. Miller has a man open. That's McCree. And the tight end gets all the way down to the 6-yard line. Second down and goal under 3 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Moss looking, has all day, throws it out of the back of the end zone. Nobody could get open. Third down and goal. Got some pressure. He escapes when he stops, tries to throw it, and that pass goes straight to the grass. So fourth down. Can we get another stop? We get some pressure by Fuller, throws it into a crowd, and that pass falls incomplete. And now if we can get a couple of first downs, this thing can be over. The offense comes out to the field height. First down and 10. Go to the air to kick things off. That pass caught by Felton underneath, having his most productive game of the season. Third down and 4. Going to go back to the air. Soiree throws it, and what a grab. Just catch it and fall down. No need to get hit stick. Now we're going to run a little end around jet sweep, and that's not going to go nowhere. Second down and 10. I run the speed option. We get out to Hemby, who has space, makes a couple of guys miss, and that's your ball game. USC has no more timeouts, and the Maryland Terrapins with the improbable win versus number 15 USC. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. We beat a top 25 team for our first win this season versus an FBS school. Only other one was versus FCS West. So now I'm hyped. Now I'm thinking we can, nothing can stop us. Our next game is versus Minnesota. Then we have Oregon, who's ranked number 1. We're going to check out the schedule in a second. So I'm thinking that we're going to play both of those games. Then we have Rutgers and Iowa. That might be a doubleheader. And then Penn State. But again, we're going to check out the schedule so you guys can see it on your screens. But Felton, most productive game for him, 7 catches, 52 yards. There were about 3 jet sweeps to him. So really 4 catches, because that's kind of just a handoff, but you do toss it forward, so there's a pass. But all I do know is that we got him involved, and that worked out. But what worked out mostly was running the darn ball. Just run it and run it and run it some more. Because Soiree, he's a redshirt sophomore. He still has, room to improve, but he's only 72 overall, so we can't expect everything to fall into place for him this season, even though I do think he gives us the best chance of winning right now and moving forward. And so Whitaker got the pick, and we got a quarterback to sign on the dotted line. Now, every quarterback I'm recruiting is in the Soiree mold. The kind of smaller guys that can run extremely fast. And I do think athletes, we kind of have to measure athletes with a grain of salt because it is college football, and the talent pool is vast. In my opinion, it's vast. And then we go to the NFL, you see the separation between the really, really great guys and guys who are just decent. But in college football, you do have great athletes that step onto your program, step onto your field. So we have a lot of 3-star athletes that could translate to being good quarterbacks. And then we got Cesar Cabral at cornerback who just signed with us as well. I believe those 2 guys did come out for a visit for the USC game, and we balled out, and they signed on the dotted line just like that. So we still have some guys leaving, but it's a center and a punter that I'm mostly concerned about. Thomas is a backup corner who hasn't seen any playing time, so I kind of expect that. But I think people like our scheme now, so that's no longer a concern as of right now. But Minnesota next week, then we have a bye. That'll probably be its own episode. Oregon will definitely be its own episode, whether we get blown out or not. It's at Eugene, so that's going to be tough. Then Rutgers, Iowa, I think we might put those together because Iowa's having a down year. Rutgers is Rutgers, no shade. And Penn State is still Penn State, even though they're 3-3. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of the day is the best day to me. Get my friends. Peace, love.
I've always dreamed of running my own business, but the thought of applying for a loan really intimidated me because of my credit score. Luckily, I found Self. After opening a credit builder account and building my first $100 in savings, I got approved for the secured Self Visa credit card. Let me tell you, it really changed the game for me. I'm building my payment history as I use it and make my monthly payments. To me, Self is more than a credit building tool. It's paving the way to make my business dreams become a reality.
We are back with the Maryland Terrapin Dynasty in today on the recruiting trail. We just beat USC, the ranked number 15 in our ground game, had a lot to do with that. So, we're looking at this running back. 5-star, 3-star recruit. He's 5'10", 227 pounds. He's from Chesapeake, Virginia. He's between us and Virginia Tech as of right now. And I mean, he looks like an absolute animal out there. Hopefully we can sign him. He's a 3-star guy. Hopefully he can add to our rushing attack. We signed for Ball last week, cornerback, and Max Isaac, quarterback. They signed on the dotted line. These athletic quarterbacks are going to be game changers. 91 throw power, accuracy in the 80s, 90 speed, 90 acceleration. Could be somebody that could turn out to be a superstar who's just a 2-star recruit. Minnesota, they also beat USC. USC now has 2 losses, 1 to Minnesota, 1 to Maryland. Who saw that coming when the schedule came out?
All I know, our ground game was effective last week and better be effective this week on the road. It is a lot easier running at home. We've done so 2 times this year. All the other games, we've lost. And we haven't won the road game, obviously. So we get downfield, we make the tackle at the 17, they have the ball at the 21 now. They give the ball up the gut to Darius Taylor. He is the #1 rusher in the country. That's right. He might not be the very best running back at 89 overall, but he is #1 in yards so far this season. That pass going to be caught. Move those chains. They find Spencer. See the quarterback comparison. Both of them throwing the ball around 67%. That pass going to be caught. Is that Spencer again? I believe it was for a first down. RPO, and they're killing us with RPOs. They're not handing the ball off. They're going to throw the little slant. They are not going to hand the ball off there. And they get the ball to Spencer all day long. Elijah Spencer doing his thing so far today. Now they're going to go to a little jet sweep, and that's going to be a touchdown. Brockington gets in there on the jet sweep. That is the play to go to inside the red zone if the blocking lines up. So here we go, Hemby. Not too far behind what Taylor has done so far this season. So I want to feed him. He picks up 3 yards there. Now a little drag route to the tight end, and Howard has a Maryland first down. 2nd down and 7. Soiree throws it underneath. That pass caught by Philpin. Had his best game last week with 7 receptions and a touchy. 3rd down and 4. That pass going to be caught by Hemby, and that's a first down. Get your running backs involved in the passing game. Good things happen. And then interception. They jumped the route perfectly. Zaquan Bryant is going to take it to the crib in one of his abilities, his own ability, his very own. It's his, nobody else's. His jump, quick jump, I believe is what it's called. He jumped that quickly to say the least. I know other quarterbacks have that ability, but man, oh man, he jumped that like it was nobody's business. 2nd down and 1, we run the ball, and that's going to take us to the 2nd quarter, down by 14, but we're on marching. So 1st down and 10, Charlotte out of the gun, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Gonna throw it downfield, and that pass is caught. Now I need to get more comfortable throwing the ball outside of the blues as we're gonna run the ball with Charlotte, picks up around 12 there. Because just because it's yellow and just because it's red does not mean that it's not gonna be completed. That just means we put a little more oomph on the football, and I feel like sometimes I'm throwing the ball into the blue just too much. Sometimes I gotta fire it up in there. That is not going to work out. We get sacked on 3rd down. We're going to set up for a field goal. And I don't know how I missed that one. I thought that one looked pretty good until it hit off his foot. So 2nd down and 4. And Husky, he steps in front of it. And he has to the house as one of his abilities. And he's going to take it to the crib right there. His first pick of the season is a very, very good one. That's our 2nd pick for our DBs. And it comes on the back end of trying to confuse the quarterback. They go 3 and out. That's our man, Neo Avery, with the stop right there. Confusing the quarterback is the only way that I've found success getting interception with my defensive backs. We have, 4 picks this season? We'll make that, 4 picks this season. 2 by a defensive back, 2 by our linebackers. Anyways, 1st down and 10 as we go 3 and out. Looking downfield, that pass going to be hauled in. And Minnesota, they got the ball back in their marks and can they add to their lead. Looking downfield with a simple little screen pass. That pass is caught. Weaving through traffic is Tyler Williams, and that's going to be a first down. Good protection, give him all day in the pocket, and Spencer gets downfield, and look to be a blown coverage touchdown Minnesota. We find ourselves down by 14, and as it's 21-7. So 2nd time today, we're down by 14. 3rd down and 9, gonna escape, gonna throw it, and right there is one of those situations where I just gotta fire that thing in. You leave it in the blue, it puts too much air underneath it, gives these DBs, these athletes in the secondary a chance to jump it. That's exactly what they do. 1st down and 10. Downfield, that's a laser. Max Brosmer throwing nothing but heat-seeking missiles. All of them going to Spencer so far today. That pass going to be caught, and that's going to be another catch for number 11, who's absolutely doing this thing. Now they get the ball to Darius Taylor. Touchdown. We're down by 21 now. 3rd down and 13. We find Howard on the out route. The drive shall continue. We burned a timeout. Wasn't quite sure if he got out of bounds or not. So we burned a timeout. 34 seconds on the clock and on the screen pass. And Hemby will get out of bounds. We'll stop the clock with 30 seconds after a gain of 5 on the screen pass. Soiree looking downfield, dropping it off to Hemby. And that's going to be a first down. Move those chains.
24 seconds of work. We're going to get out the pocket, going to stop, going to pop, going to throw it, and it's caught. Stuffed and down inside the 10. First and goal with an out route. That pass is caught by Knox, and that is a touchdown for the Maryland Terrapins. So we're going to head to the second half down by 14. It could be worse. We were hoping that would be better. Elijah Spencer, 9 targets, 7 receptions, a touchdown, killing us all game long so far. That pick didn't help at all. So here we go. Second half action now. Second down and 9. We got the football, and there goes Soiree. He's loose. Jaden Soiree inside Minnesota territory with a big-time run. We're up to the 42-yard line. We're going to drop it off right there to Prather. Gain of 5 for him. Second down and 5. We're going to go back to the ground game, and Hemby is loose. Hemby using a spin move gets upfield to the 29-yard line. First down and 10. Underneath. Going to find Knox again. Gain of around 9.7. We need a few inches here. Going to drop back the pass. Prather gets behind the secondary, and he will score. Touchdown, Maryland Terrapins. And that's exactly what the doctor ordered because it's comeback time. Down by 7. Our defense has been balling for the majority of this whole season. Can they do it here in the third quarter? That pass caught. How? I don't know, but Spencer catches everything. Now they go with the jet sweep to Williams again. Cuts it back. The ball carrier vision for that receiver has got to be top-notch after a run like that. They're going to run the ball. Jordan Phillips is there for the stop. Second down and 7. Swing pass caught by Taylor, brought down by Miller. And that's going to be third down. And when they're going to run it, we got good penetration, but we couldn't bring him down. Whitaker finally does, but after he gets him a first down, and now Taylor's loose. Whitaker again slows him down, but after he gets the first down up to the 29-yard line. They run the ball. Taylor breaking tackles, gain of 7. Quick pass, caught. And that's going to be a first down for Daniel Jackson. In the round to Williams again, and we saw it coming, and we get a stop. Second down and goal. They're going to run the option, and we get a hit on the quarterback by Brown. Third and goal, and Huskies that have batted away. I was hoping he could secure the INT, but we do stop them, and they only pick up 3 points. So here we're going to go down the field, and right here, I have to rifle that in there. There is a window. It was open in my estimation. Maybe you disagree. But if I put that in the red, maybe he can't run after the catch, but the ball probably gets to him instead of being a pick. So, again, we're still learning, but your boy is getting things together, especially after the win last week. Was not expecting to lose this game, so we're down by 17. Can we come back? We're going to run the option. We're going to try to get loose. Nice run there for a gain of 9. Again, we looked at the schedule, got Penn State to end the year. We got a game versus Rutgers and Iowa, but next week versus number 1 Oregon could be a death sentence. So I was hoping that we would win this one. We still have time to pull it out. Second down and goal. They go Soiree, who crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Maryland. So there's 10-12 on the clock. Minnesota has the football. Going to take a shot deep, and that pass was perfect. In between the safety and the corner. First down, Minnesota. Third down and 2. Hippolyte lays the one, but Taylor picks up a first down, and look at this guy rumble. And we kept him in check for the most part, but he's finding success, and now I believe our defense is just beaten up, worn down, and that's a touchdown. We couldn't stop them. They were getting good. They were just moving the line of scrimmage back with their linemen ever so slightly, and he just did the rest. So we're down 45-28, screen pass. Hemby, weaving through traffic, has a first down. That's going to be a gain around 15 up to the 38-yard line we go. Second down and 17 under some pressure. We throw it, and we overthrow our man. Fourth and 17. Looking downfield, we throw it up, and that pass is broken up. And like the receiver has a step, but when you leave it in the blue, it's like the DBs get an extra chance to jump that route. So I'm gonna hit the practice field again and see what I can do. Because right here, that pass in the red, slightly behind the receiver, but it got to him. So, yeah, he couldn't run after the catch, but sometimes just throw it where he can get it, and he got it there, and now he finds Smith. Touchdown, and there you go. So Octavian Smith Jr. got behind the safety, takes it to the crib, and now can we get the onside kick? And, ladies and gentlemen, do you believe in miracles? We recover that thing. Second down and 10 under pressure, and that screen pass goes straight to the grass. Third down and 10. Looking downfield, going to throw it up, and again, there's a window, but wanting to make sure the ball gets to the receiver by using the blue doesn't necessarily ensure that the ball is going to get to your receiver because you put too much air underneath it. So still learning, still processing things. And yeah, we're going to get things together though, because that USC win gave me some hope that we're on the right track. Today was a slip up, and we're probably going to see why. We definitely passed the ball a little bit too much, 34 attempts per star rate. Yeah, we were down, but not enough giving the ball to Hempy in the rushing game. Look at that. This 11 carries for him for 41 yards. We got to get him the ball and McDonald the ball probably close to 30 times combined. And we only got them the ball 13 times a day. So that was probably the worst thing we could do. So next week versus Oregon, I believe it's going to be on the road. UG is going to be rocking. We probably can't audible. We probably can't do a lot of adjustments at the line of scrimmage. So we're going to have to run the ball then. And if we don't, it's going to be a long, long game versus number 1 Oregon. Hopefully the Ducks do not kill us. Hopefully we get another upset. That would be phenomenal. That really, really would. But hey, we're going to see what happens. Defense played pretty well. We couldn't get a stop there at the end, but I think they were just beat up, man. So we got Mitch Brzezinski. I'm going to get his name right down the trip. But Big Mitch, he's coming to town, 3-star recruit. We're doing a pretty good job recruiting. I must say, I'm kind of proud of myself. We do have a handful of 2-stars, but again, we're the worst team in the Big Ten right now. So, yeah, I'm hoping to get a few 4-stars, maybe some guys in the transfer portal as we get Elton Butt, 3-star deep tackle to sign. But it's mostly 3-stars. We do have a handful of 2-stars that are joining us. Hopefully they won't be outmatched in Big Ten play. So we're going to up our run game, and we're going to up our offensive line play. It's a need. It's a must because, again, I think running the ball is going to be key for us when we get some of these younger quarterbacks in. Troy is still a young quarterback in his own right. So we got to run the ball. We got to run the ball effectively. But that's going to do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We have a bye week before we go and take on Oregon. Hopefully we can prepare and get the job done. But that's going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that the rest of your day is the best of your day. Peace, love. Awesome.
If you told me a few years ago that both my fiance and I would be working remote tech jobs, making more money than ever, and living life on our own terms, I wouldn't have believed you. In 2021, I was stuck in a low-paying, high-stress job, and my fiance had just quit teaching. We wanted better pay, more freedom, and careers we actually enjoyed. So I job hopped, and he did a boot camp, and now we both work in tech. No CS degrees, no insane student loans, just real high-paying jobs. Now our commute is from the bed to the couch, and our office is anywhere with Wi-Fi. But let's be real, breaking into tech sounds scary if you don't have the skills or relevant experience. That's why boot camps like 1010 exist. They train you from scratch, let you work on real projects for actual companies, and 87% of grads land a job in 6 months or less. And the best part, they guarantee you a job. Or your money back if you don't land a job within 10 months of graduation. Yes, really. If you're tired of feeling stuck in a job you don't like and it doesn't even pay well, take that first step. Get a free career consultation with 1010 using my link. Bye.
When you're starting out with your finances, you want to see your money grow. Credit Karma can help you improve below score and gives you tools to manage your spending and savings so your financial success can continue to bloom. Into it, Credit Karma.
Hello, what's up? What's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Now, after our Minnesota game last week, we got a bye. So we hit the recruiting trail, trying to set up some business rework, points rework, how we're spending on hours. Because we're getting down to the last quarter of the season. We have, I believe, 4 games left. We have number 4, Oregon State. They just lost to Michigan. We'll get into that in a second. But then we have Iowa, Rutgers before them, and then Penn State. The thing about putting Rutgers, Iowa, and Penn State all in one giant episode just to end the first season. The recruiting is going pretty well. Kind of more 2-stars than I would like. Not enough 4-stars, but hey, it is what it is. As we do get another 2-star in Brian Towns, halfback from Maryland, so in-state product, in county, country, or DC, District of Columbia, whatever it might be, it's okay. He's signed on the dotted line. Now let's go to the top 25 polls, and that's where you see Michigan. It was the game of the century. Michigan number 2, Oregon number 1, and Michigan beats number 1. They're not number one, excuse me. Georgia's number 2. Boston College is number 3, and Oregon drops back to number 4. So now because of the update, when you change your playbook, it changes your scheme, which I kind of like. And I thought it was kind of weird running a certain scheme, but then having a play that doesn't match it. So I'm okay with that. We're going to try the multiple look with Kansas. It still has a lot of options, which I like, but I think this might be the best playbook for what we have available on our roster. So it's game time, ladies and gentlemen. It's Oregon, number 4 in the nation. They were undefeated until last week's loss to Michigan. They're looking to get back on the winning trail. We're trying to get our first win on the road, our second win versus an FBS team, and our second win versus a team that used to be the Pac-12. Because our only other win versus an FBS school was USC. So we can pull this out. Maybe we are Lord Upset. Are we Lord Upset? Can we be Lord Upset? All I know is that we better run the ball because last week versus Minnesota, we got away from the run, and we took a big fat F versus the Golden Gophers. So here we go. First play of the game is the kickoff. There's usually how it works. And they work on into the 18-yard line. Jordan James, their halfback, 5'10", 205 pounds, 648 yards rushing. They also have the number 1 receiver in the nation as far as yards is concerned. Looking downfield, that pass is a dime. Move those chains. Tez Johnson is an absolute monster. They're going to run the ball with James. Sets up 3rd down and 1. Out of the gun, they give it to him again, and we get the stop on defense. The 4th and 1, they're going to go for it from the 35-yard line, right up the gut, and pick up around 3, and that's going to be a first down. The Trayshawn Holden, he's the number 1 receiver in the nation as far as yards is concerned, and there goes James all the way down to the 5. Wildcat offense down, and Noah Washington's going to take it to the crib. Touchdown Oregon. So although they had that big pass play, it was that rushing attack that led the way. Now, our receiver, Prather, is 3rd in the nation in yardage. So could this be a little bit of a shootout moving forward? Although I know the game plan from Les Dawkins is going to be ground and pound with Roman Henry. So hopefully we can get the job done today. Give the ball to Henry right there. Cuts it up. Going to be a run around 2 to kick things off for this man of offense. Pistol formation. Going to send a man in motion. There's going to be the jet sweep pass, and that's going to work out for a first down with Fulton. That is best game versus USC. Last week, nobody played very well versus Minnesota. Our defense, they're not getting some credit. He's putting in the bad spots. 2nd down and 5, get the ball to McDonald, and he's going to pick up around 10 yards for the first down. So we're grounding him down. Get it to McDonald again. Is this old school Pac-12 team used to this brutality of the rushing attack from the Big Ten? I'm not sure. They'll set the screen pass. That's Ray on 3rd string back, and Ray gets upfield for a gain of 9. So let's keep everything on time. We'll run the ball here, bounce to the outside, gain of 3, and a first down for the Terrapins. Jet sweep action again. This time it's Knox. He's going to pick up 3 yards. 2nd down and 7, Ray out of the gun. Going to run the read action. He's going to keep it. Going to have to use the speed to turn the corner, and he does so. So maybe not the best read there, but it does work out. Looking downfield, that pass going to be caught by Knox, and that's going to result in not a first down. So 4th and 3, we're going to go for it. Soiree looking. Soiree going to tuck it and run it, and he's going to pick up the first down. So this long drive continues. Soiree takes off, runs it up the middle again, and that's going to be a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Out of the pistol, they run the ball, happy little stretch play, brought down after a gain of 2. So now we're looking at 3rd down and 1, and McDonald brought down in the backfield. So we're going to set up for a field goal to cap off this 16-play drive. Can we knock this one home? The kick is up, and the kick is right down Broadway. So we find ourselves down by 4. And nice kick return there as they work their way up to the 24-yard line. So now they got Dylan Gabriel chopping back the pass, and that pass will be caught by Tez Johnson. Gain of 6. They fake it to James and run triple option, and that's been number 99, Dickey. Yes, Jerry and Dickey.
If you are looking to sell your house, this is the one to stay tuned to. And listen closely because the best time to sell is right now. A lot of people make the mistake of knocking on multiple agents. If the right agent, your house is in the market longer, not be staged properly. You just want to get the maximum value. One way to potentially avoid this is through agent proposals, especially the agencies with experience, rating, commission, and other services. So make sure to get your agent proposals at realtor.com/sell and interview with your agent before you decide what's best for you.
Do you owe more than $10,000 in credit card debt? Are your credit card payments never ending?
National Debt Relief may be able to help. Their highly rated debt consolidation program can help you resolve your debt in as little as 24 to 48 months, typically much faster than making minimum payments only. Start by filling out this simple online form.
National Debt Relief came very highly recommended. I immediately felt taken care of. I felt like that they knew what they were doing. I felt like they were very professional.
I'm debt free, and I can do it.
Don't you want to be living your best life too? Fill out the form and give National Debt Relief a call. More than 500,000 people have gotten help thanks to National Debt Relief. What are you waiting for?
Runs the ball for the option, got a good game there at the end of the first quarter. So Oregon from the 40-yard line, first down and 10. I think number 99 is a generic play. I'm going to just throw that out. He could be real. I ain't looked him up or anything, but he could be real. Anyway, second down and 8. They're going to run the ball. Quarterback keeper, and he's going to get met by Miller. So third down and 6 now for Gabriel. He's going to roll left. And we get the pressure. That ball bounced off of the defender's helmet and sat all the way downfield. Hey, I'll take it. We got to stop. We are confusing him to say this. That was some coverage sacks and some coverage pressure, if you ask me. Gain of 3 on the first down, and look at him. He finds the lane, runs through it perfectly. He picks up the first down, 5 carries, 25 yards. When I saw that 5 carries, I was like, oh, he has plenty of gas in the tank. We give it to McDonald. Gets a block there by Husbands. Turns that run into something, and it's third down and 4. From the pistol, looking downfield, going to drop it off the plate there, takes a big hit, and now the pass hits the grass. So Oregon takes back over. They're going to run the ball with James, and James gets hit by a brick wall yet again. They're going to run the ball. James going to go nowhere fast yet again. So defense, again, doing a job, and then we leave somebody open. That's Tess Johnson, his third reception of the football game so far. They get around James. Making a tackle, but then gets brought down after a gain of 3. One tight end, 3 receivers, and 1 back. That's 11 personnel. And they're going to run the ball with James, and James picks up a decent game. Third down and 2. Wildcat. James cuts it up, and nowhere to go as Leo Avery is there for the stop. So we take back over. We're going to run the ball out of the pistol formation. We fumble a little bit down, but we do pick it up. Get the ball to Henry. I'm going to try and turn the corner, and he does. Can he pick up the first down? Not quite. So third down and inches. We're going to keep the ball on the ground, and we're going to pick it up just barely. So the drive will continue. And again, it's another run play. Stick with the ground game and look at the stiff arm. Roman Henry putting on a show. He's been a workhorse. Get the ball to McDonald. Here, I'm going to try my best to keep both of them fresh moving forward because I think you know the game plan. Keep it on the ground and hope everything works out. Try to set the screen pass there where it falls incomplete. So, all right, looking down, but has a man open. That's nuts, and that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Perfect pass, Davis. He gave us no one passing in the nation as well. So, all right, going to try to get through traffic. That's not going to work out. So, second down and 10. We'll give it to Henry. And another nice run play. Game of 6 right there. We take that all day. So, third down and 4. Pistol formation, 2 tight ends, 2 receivers. Going to fire it over the middle. Caught by right there. And that's going to be a chain move. Then a 10 on the clock. We'll keep on the ground. Here, got tripped up in the backfield. That slowed us up. It's going to be a loss of 2. We're going to keep it on the ground, though. Henry going to cut it up. Picks up the lost yardage plus 3. So, game of 5 there. Third down and 7. And go over the middle again. Knox makes the catch. And we're inside the 5. And we cap this up with a touchdown. Second down and goal now from the 8. We're going to run the ball. Henry Gets us back inside the 5 to the 4, gain of 4 there. Third down and goal. Can we push this one in? Third and goal. 15 seconds on the clock. The throw quickly is caught. Knox makes the catch. Touchdown, Maryland. And we are on top of number 4, Oregon. I mean, it's been a defensive struggle to say the least, but our ground game has been the catalyst.
Moneyline, bank and rewards. Install and go.
And we haven't ran the ball like this, I think, all year long. 107 yards rushing in the first half. We got to tag in Suarez's rushing ability as well. But this has been a flawless game plan that has worked out beautifully with a defense that's confusing Gabriel to say the least. He's had some nice passes when he's had time. But when we've been able to confuse him on the back end, we've been getting pressures. That's a good sign. So first down and 10. Start the third quarter. Going to go with another jet sweep. This time to Prather turns the corner. And Prather. That's going to be his second reception. And Trayshawn Holden has not been called all game long. And I do not believe he's hurt. He just has not been used. Second down and 10. We're going to run the ball to Henry. Henry gets a good block. Cuts it up beautifully. That's how you set up the block, hit the hole, and pick up 9. Third down and 1. 12 personnel. Going to go up there. God, and we pick up the first down. They got to us a couple yards before the first, but Henry's too big and too strong. Looking out through the straw. Ray gets hit from behind, and that pass hits the grass. Another thing we're doing was protecting the football. No turnovers so far. Knox into the left side, getting just one. Third down and 9. Soiree looking. Soiree under pressure, and down he goes. But at least we get to put this one away, going to play some field position, and the ball bounces inside the 5, but we will cover it there at the 2. Make it the 3. Now we're going to try to play field position. Can they drive down through that only one scoring drive so far in this ball game? And there goes James jumping over people and picking up the first down. We'll get the ball to Jordan James again. And Jordan James going to pick up again the 5. Second down and 5. Now speed option, it would not happen. Hit us off the edge with the initial contact, and the rest of the guys jump on Dylan's back. Now for the game, throws it out of bounds, and our defense holds. So we take over from our own 31-yard line now. Then run the ball to Henry, cuts it up, and that's a gain of 5. So again, this Oregon defense having a hard time stopping us. Knox on the jet sweep and gets back to line of scrimmage. So they do stop us there. Third down and 5. Soiree underneath, got Henry wide open. Makes the catch, gaining around 10 of the first down. Pistol formation, second down and 9. We're going to run the ball with Ray, and Ray, he's going to pick up a yard. So third down and 8. The crowd is feeling it. Soiree looking downfield, steps up, throws it as he gets drilled from behind, and that pass goes straight to the grass. So Oregon takes back over, taking up from their own 25-yard line, gain of 4 up to the 29. Third down and 6. Going over the middle, wide open, man. That's Jordan James out of the backfield. He gets brought down, and that's going to be a first down. And now look at this defense. Shutting down the ground there. They're going to go to the air, and we get a sack. Again, it's a coverage sack. The initial pressure has been picked up pretty well, but Donnell Brown gets in there. Thanks to some good coverage on the back end, and the pass rusher gets to the quarterback. Gabriel again holds on to the ball too long, gets hit by Brown again, but he's able to throw this one away. Our defense is absolutely on fire today. We're going to try to set the screen pass. That does not work out. Second down and 10, a little speed option to the left. Get a picture before the knee goes down, and Hemby gets out of bounds in gain of 6. So third down and 4. You can see the numbers for both running backs, both have carried the ball for 17 times. But we have the most rushing yards so far, and Hemby's going to add to it. That's going to put him up over 100 as we cross midfield. And that's going to take us to the fourth quarter. We are up by 3. The Ducks have now scored 6 with their first drive, obviously way back in the first quarter. So Canode 4 with the same fate as USC. So we have the ball with Martin, second down and 7, to get the ball to Henry. He's going to get brought down for a loss of 1. But when we beat USC, they had to about the top 25. We'll do the same thing for Oregon. As Soiree gets sacked, and they get the ball right back to Oregon for their own 20, first down and 10. They're going to run the ball up the gut, and we're there, but he gets out of it. Jordan James, best player of the game, to the 50, chased down from behind by Husky, and that's going to be a first down at the Maryland 39-yard line. Jordan James hits the lane again, and as our defense starting to break down, as Oregon starting to figure things out. They go for a little RPO pass. That pass is going to be caught by Evan Stewart, and Stewart takes it all the way to the 6-yard line, gain of 19. So first they go for the 6. Looking downfield, and Wheatland steps in front of it. Intercepted at the goal line. This defense gives them their flowers. And we'll look at the passing attack. Again, you see Holcomb on top with 979 yards. He's not made a single catch today. And Maryland's receiver Prather had 2 receptions for about 20 yards. So not the fireworks that we maybe were expecting, but this is a perfect game plan for us. Might not be the most appealing game to watch for most people, but I'm loving it. Up the gut, Henry gets it before it's there. Now it's 3rd down and 6, and we keep the job alive. Looking for Prather, and he hauls it in at the 50. Big time grab right there, and he's showing the world what he can do. The number 3 receiver in the nation comes up big right there. We're going to run the ball with him. He goes against the grain, cuts it up, and picks up a gain of 4. That clock continues to run. 2nd down and 6. Out of the pistol, going to run the speed option with McDonald. He's going to try to cut it up, and he will pick up a yard. So 3rd down and 5 to keep the drive going. Soiree looking downfield under pressure, and down he goes. Jeffrey Basin gets in there for the sack. There goes Jordan James, left side. Jordan James gets hit the light and company, gain of just 4. They run the ball from the outside, hit the light there again to slow him up, and Huskies there to clean him. So 3rd down, we're going to go to the air, throws it to the flat, and James is brought down by Trader. So 1st down and 10 as they put the ball away. They didn't have to stop us here. This one is over. We're going to run the ball with Henry, and they do stop us. Nothing but green all over the place. We go nowhere. You can see Henry's probably feeling it. He's been carrying the ball all day long, but now McDonald's in the backfield. Going to give it to him. Going to try to turn the corner, have space to operate. Fix the gap, missing, drag down just shy of the 1st down. So 3rd and 1. Henry's the deep back, but that was necessary. The pistol, we pitched to Henry, and Henry is going to pick up a 1st down. So Oregon has 1 timeout left. 1 first down will end it here. Cut it up and get a big time gain. And now Oregon has no more timeouts. 1 first down ends it. 2nd down and 2. Give it to Kobe McDonald, and that's it. The ground game, the defense, and not one mistake from Soiree leads to another upset. Lord Upset is the name. Beating top 25 teams is the game. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. 24 carries for number 24, buck 29. No touchdowns. We only have 1 touchdown to speak of. This was the only touchdown for Oregon. Came off the Wildcat. And besides that, our defense played flawlessly. No big plays. They had 1 big one in the 4th quarter. A huge pass play to open up their drive to start the game. But after that, we absolutely did what we needed to do. Play keep away. We had the ball basically, twice as long as they did, basically 31 minutes to 17 minutes. If it was 15-minute quarters, we probably would have been close to 40-20. So that was a perfect game plan, and we executed flawlessly. You don't know how bad I had to just control. Oh, no, we're not calling that pass play. We're not calling that pass play. Because I'm still kind of getting used to passing. I'm so used to trying to keep the ball in the blue. But if you keep the ball in the blue, that gives defenders a chance to jump it, and they do that. If you throw it in the red, it might not lead to a win after the catch. It might lead to an incompletion, but it's harder for them to jump. And in this game, I was not trying to get my feet wet, experimenting with red in a wild game. It wasn't going to happen. So I was like, if we run the ball, we'll be very, very good. That's what we did with USC. We didn't do that in the early part of the year. We did not do that this year versus Minnesota after the USC game. But when we did it versus USC and we did it here, it led to some big time outcomes. 2 upsets was Oregon and USC. USC was ranked number 15, Oregon was ranked number 4. They both been back-to-back losses too, because USC lost to Minnesota, then we beat them the next week, and obviously Oregon lost to Michigan, and we beat them the next week there. So doing just a little bit of recruiting, I'm gonna get about here. Next episode, I think it's gonna be Rutgers, Iowa, and Penn State all in one. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try my best to get that out. Anyways, that's gonna do it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do hope that birthday is the best of your day. Peace, love. Peace.
When you can set up a reliable Spectrum remote in minutes, you can feel at home in your home. You're not home until you're connected. Get Spectrum.
And welcome back to the Military Dynasty today. We got Mel taking on the Scarlet Knights of Rutgers. We are ahead of them in the Big Ten standings because we beat Big Ten foes, Oregon and USC. Both those teams were ranked in the top 25 when we beat them. Scarlet Knights, not so much success. They're the 16th best team in the Big Ten according to the standings. But they got some star players. At defensive end, they have Aaron Lewis. He's part of that big Apple pipeline, 6'5", 260 pounds, 50-year senior, power rusher, star DN for the Scarlet Knights. Then you got Muhammad Torre, also a 50-year senior, also from that big Apple pipeline, 240 pounds at 6'2", pass rusher, outside backer, and trying to harass some quarterbacks. Speaking of quarterbacks, they have Hallie McManus. He's a former Minnesota quarterback. Now he's with the Rutgers Scarlet Knights, looking to lead this team to a victory day. And then Kyle Manunga, running back, could be an NFL player next year, could be one of the top running backs taken in the draft. Speaking of running backs, McDowell, he's the healthy one, and he's the best one. He's a senior at 75 overall. Henry's only 74 overall. He is beat up, and I think it has more so to do with the lack of attributes because he's been beat up. That now he's 74 overall. Boston College is number 1, followed by Michigan, Tennessee, and Oklahoma State. But now it's time for all ball game. And the last meeting we won 42-24. We're gonna go with the little jet sweep and Prather takes it upfield for a gain of 6. He came in with 998 yards. That is considered a pass. So he has over 1,000 yards receiving, and Hemby is filling it already. 1 carry, and I got to put him on the sideline. Now Soiree under pressure. Torre and Lewis combine on the stop. That gives Aaron Lewis a full sack on the season. It hasn't been easy for him getting sacks. He came in with a half sack. That half sack gives him a full sack. Over the middle, that pass is dropped. So now they got to settle for a field goal. The kick is up, and the kick is good. So the Rutgers Scarlet Knights get on the board first, bring up is a score. Sorry, he set the screen pass. There goes Colby McDonald. He makes the catch, takes it upfield. There's a flag down. He takes a big hit from Torre. And that looks like Malcolm Ray, who was limping, and he was the one that hit our quarterback. So 3rd down and 8 now. We're on the other side of the 50. We're going to take the shot deep to play for tight coverage. And that pass hits the grass, and the Scarlet Knights take back over. Another guy in motion, 2nd down and 3. Looking downfield, and that pass going to be caught by Victor, that big tight end down the middle of the field for a first down. They're going to drop this one underneath. That pass is caught. 3rd and inches now. They give it to Malunga. He's going to hit the corner and pick up a first down. 2nd down and 7. Then they go a little RPO. They throw quickly. It is intercepted. Hippolyte gets to his 2nd pick of the season on 6 as a team. And can that be the spark that we need? Rutgers is looking to go up by at least 10, or at least 6, possibly 10. But we stop them in their tracks for pick. Now they're going to go to win. That's our 4th running back, 4th string running back. So you know desperate turn call for desperate measures. Screen pass. There goes McDonald. And Colby McDonald going to pick up a first down. Both teams have 3 first downs so far today. Out of the gun. Soiree has it. And Jaden Soiree lets a fly caught by Knox, and that's a chain move. 1st down and 10. Stepping on the pocket, Soiree takes a hit, lets it fly, and it's caught. Knocks in the end end zone. Touchdown, Maryland. His third touchdown reception of the season. Big time play by this receiving core coming through. And now Matt has a touchdown. We're up by 4. There goes the numb guy. Gaining 7 there. Third down and 3. Dropping back the pass and going down in the backfield. Brown gets in there. Sack number 6 for him this season. Smith Jr. on the punt return. Crosses midfield and gets brought down at the Scarlet Knight 49-yard line. Pistol formation. Give it to McDonald. McDonald going to turn the corner, stiff arm, and has a first down. Move those chains. Third down and 2. Now can we keep the drive alive? So right throws it. That pass. Hold in. First down, minute of the third down and 6. Can we get to the end zone? We throw it. It's caught by Prather. That's his 9th touchdown reception of the season. Jaden Suarez's 2nd touchdown pass gives him 14 on the year. We find ourselves up 14-3. The little guy hiking through traffic, and he's going to pick up a first down. Third down and 9. And so we're going to pocket him down. He goes. We get a sack. It was Fuller, and there was Avery combining on that one. And around 4. Turns the corner, and he picks up a first down using that jet sweep. 5:16 going in the second quarter. Give it to Colby. Up the gut, and Colby McDonald has a chain mover up to the 27-yard line on 3rd and 6. Rolling left. Throwing it on the right. Taking a hit, but we drop it off the floating, and that's a first down. Move those chains. 3rd and goal. We go up the go. McDonald. Touchdown, Maryland. And just like that, we end the first half up 21-3. Our offense has been pretty balanced, to say the least. Our passing attack is outdoing our rushing attack as far as yardage are concerned.
Moisturizes like a juicy, dewy oat that's tricky. Kiss from a cherry blossom. Hurts beans.
So 3rd down and 6. We get some pressure to have a man wide open as Victor, their big tight end, hauls in another. They're inside the 25. They throw it to Victor again. Touchdown, Scarlet Knights in this game is far from over. 21-10 is now the score. Looking downfield, we throw it. It's tipped and a pick. And that's the last thing we wanted to see. But now they have the ball back in our territory. 28, 2nd down and 3. They fake the run. Looking downfield, he has all day in the pocket. Going to throw it downfield, and Husky is there for the pick. He decides to take it up. 10, 15, 20, 25, and out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's his 2nd interception of the season, or 2nd today, in our 7th overall. First down and 10. Going to go a little jet sweep pass. There goes Knox, going to turn the corner. Makes the guy miss, breaking ankles and breaking hearts, and he gets all the way up to the 48-yard line. Now 2nd down 3 from the 17. We go up the gut, and that's a first down. Move those chains. 3rd down and go. All right. Look at